Hello, everybody. Welcome to Not Top 10 Gaming. We are here today with Chris and the Deviant.
Chris, that's the Deviant.
That one's, we're not sure which one's which, but we'll get it figured out by the end of the stream, I'm sure.
These days.
We are playing Avengers. We are working through the Tachyon Anomaly, which is the current event that they're running. And this one requires everybody to play the same hero. So we are all Thoring it up.
Yes. Whoever's character is PDNOS is weak sauce.
Weak sauce.
What's your level?
Yeah.
Is that like yum sauce?
I hope so.
Oh, kind of. It's not as delicious.
I know it's a
What level are you?
He is 43.
43.
Okay.
Steve doesn't know any
But,
life.
Jane Foster was only 44, so to me it was kind of somebody's gonna get pumped up.
That's what I learned.
Well, and I think, if I remember correctly, this is the triple XP weekend for Thor.
Ooh, okay.
'Cause he's a god, that's why.
Okay, so we
I'm gonna
will
get some
just
hero perk points.
start at the start of this, and then alright, so we have to complete 2 Tachyon Anomaly event mission chains with 2 of the same hero. We have to defeat Adaptoid and Watchdog enemies, so we can do that in the East Coast really easily. Where are the other ones? Complete war zones in Wakanda.
Oh, did you see that trailer? Did we talk about that trailer yet?
Black Panther 2?
Yeah, Wakanda Forever.
That looks good.
Right.
Oh my god. That trailer was amazing. If you haven't seen that trailer, you really gotta go find it. It's
I don't
just
even know. Yeah.
super emotional. Like, so good.
My dog's growling at her.
You don't get any more popcorn.
And then seeing Namor. Seeing a lot of Namor.
Yeah. No, that looks very well, thought out. You know, I knew the rumors about, maybe being a Namor, movie, but, people have good rumors.
So I don't think Dee's in our party yet.
You're not in our party?
I only see me and you on the...
I see her. I see both of us on hers.
Oh, there he goes. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. There we go.
Boom.
Oh, you're rocking the MODOK nameplate, huh?
Heck yes.
Did you see MODOK in the trailers?
I don't think I did.
Several shield agents have
There's
been
a trailer
waylaid
that
by
has
AIM
MODOK
forces.
in it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
that was,
Commander Hill has
I've
asked for the
heard, but I
Avengers'
didn't know
help.
which one.
Is
I think it was one
Quantum
that hasn't actually
Ant-Man.
been released yet.
Yeah, it hasn't actually been
Sandman.
out yet.
Well, it was on Comic-Con.
Right, but they
But,
weren't. They're not allowed
yeah.
to release it online, and so there's just really
No.
bad footage of it all on YouTube.
Yeah, I had to
But-
dip my toes in those bad footage for a little bit just to be like, okay.
Right?
Let's
Like,
see
I'm
how-
curious. Let's see. And they also did the
Yeah.
same with the Guardians 3 trailer.
I didn't see that one,
where
but I
it's-
heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
With
mean,
Rocket.
it's, it's interesting. We'll see. I think She-Hulk is probably the one I'm most excited for. I think that's going to come out soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad they brought back Tim Roth, too. I always wanted him to come back. I wanted him to be back in the original Avengers movie.
Mm.
'Cause I thought it would be kind of cool if he was still a threat during that moment. But
Well, and you see, this is the Thor, Lady Thor, She-Hulk. Let's get her names right. That's after
I'm attempting to
Multiverse of
locate the
Madness or
shield agents
before,
and
do
will
you
update
think?
your HUD shortly.
After.
AIM will
After,
most
because we
certainly
saw
try to hamper
Abomination
your
in
progress. Be
Multiverse.
careful.
yeah, fighting and stuff with Wong.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Wong's in.
Oh no, that was
trailers,
Shang-Chi.
too.
That was Shang-Chi. Never mind.
Yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah.
So I'm
But,
just
I know what you
curious.
mean. I don't know.
An elite
Maybe
AIM
it might be
team
all
is close
different
by and on
universes
alert.
as well.
Updating your
Like you
HUD.
find out in the last couple movies that all these different Universal characters come together in a different universe, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, that's what it seems like it's going to be. At least for me. Like get a bunch of different directors, see what sticks and see what doesn't. And you know, bring back some old directors that revolutionized this field, and get some new people, get some art house people. You know, play with characters you might not play with before, and see what people like, and then combine them all in one multiverse, universe. That's what they did in the comic books. Like that's how they kept certain things about superheroes.
Right.
They saw what the fans liked and didn't like.
Right.
There's a treasure chest over here. If you guys are done killing people.
I mean, it's just more XP for us.
You know,
Oh,
I'm the
no.
weakest.
I gotta get the hero points.
Oh.
I call upon the Bifrost.
Wait, which one of you is...
The weak one?
Who just did
Fighting.
Bifrost?
I did.
Okay. So D, you're in the silver armor. Or the silver
Yeah.
cave.
Yes.
Why being it?
Nice.
Did you? You didn't steal my YB, so if you stole
No,
YB.
it was mine.
Oh, nice.
I earned it.
Okay, so is your... Wait, where was that treasure chest, D?
It's inside
Over
that.
here.
Was it this one?
This one.
Oh. The one in the field.
For some reason I thought you had already grabbed it.
What? I did.
Oh.
Wait, you had a different one?
Well, because
Wait,
I had to
gotcha.
open the door.
Oh no, I meant over here. The one that I'm. Did you follow the wrong person?
Maybe so. Where are you? Let's see, that's
Um,
Chris. Oh
I'm
man,
over here.
this
I'm
is
just
confusing.
flying.
Yep,
I'm just
okay.
flying.
Yep, okay. Hi.
All right, cool. Show me where the other one is once I'm done killing some people.
It's over here.
Somebody's hitting me.
Stop hitting yourself.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's people.
Nice.
I just shot a load in his face.
Whoa.
I mean, a hammer.
A load of hammers. So where's the other one, D?
No, I just showed you.
You were hovering
Wait,
over
what's
it?
We're not friends. Okay, you showed me the one in the building, and I
Right.
showed you the one that's right here. Right here.
Oh wow. Usually they glow. Okay. Yeah, you were just
Oh,
like, I'm
let me see.
flying.
Can we look at each other?
I mean...
I want to see. I want to see your outfit. Your outfit was like very barbaric.
Okay,
Oh.
we got the Maruska with the furs. We got
We got the boots with the fur.
we got Chris with the red cape, and I'm the white cape.
Okay.
So I could go green.
I could go naked.
No, you could.
You can go naked?
Yeah, I got naked skins.
You perv. Oh, he's invisible now. Look at it. He's invisible. Oh, now he's gold.
Golden
Gold
green.
and green.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
How did you get it naked?
I'm sorry, I meant in boxers or whatever.
Oh.
Hmm.
I call that free.
Commando.
Camouflage.
Oh, well, let me change gear right now. Or if it does, I don't know how.
You know, it's not bad flying. I just have to like know where you guys are at.
You know what? I need to take my edibles.
Oh, consumables. Oh,
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know if I could ever do anything like that with this video game. There's too much stimulus already.
Door is down!
This game makes me realize how slow I am.
Okay. So, got the YB. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, and it's just a matter of seeing. You know, because I mean, like, the pattern of the button pushes for the combos isn't really that fast. But there's so
No,
much
it's-
going on that you're just like almost like fighting panic. Like,
What's happening?
don't just freak out. There's a chest up
Not
top.
bad. Not bad at all.
Here's up top. Yes.
Oh, is it over?
No matter what.
Yep. I still got it.
Where did you go?
Following D.
Oh, I was slowly going towards this giant
work.
spider robot.
It's clear for now.
Ooh, laser. They got lasers.
Rude.
Hey, you want to see
I
something?
fought bigger. X, 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 X. Ooh.
Ooh, we both hit that.
What,
so
did you steal my kill?
Remember, if you hold down the trigger,
Apparently
you'll
that was
use
the
your
last.
Odin Force, which is the blue bar underneath your life bar, and that adds lightning damage and gives you armor while you hold down the
Okay, cool.
trigger. But
Cool. I didn't do that.
it does run out.
Okay.
I mean,
How do you refill it?
refills by itself.
Okay, so it's not like energy that we absorb.
Right. Well,
Like
or you
life.
can find orbs. Go. Some of the white orbs, I think, will refresh it. Will add to it. There's a chest over this way, guys. If you're
Okay.
so
sorry.
inclined,
I was pissing off the IT department.
smashing all the computers.
Wait, where did you say the chest was?
It's marked. So if you use your tactical awareness, you can find it.
Oh, I see.
Tactical awareness.
Okay, found another chest. I'm marking it.
Go in the building. Deviant's there and he's right there. Go over here. Oh, did you go down? No.
I think my problem is that I went in the building instead of around the building. Not bad. Circle.
Circle gets the square.
Enemy sighted.
Do.
Yeah, we got 2 followers yesterday. Opened up a couple of Funko Pops.
Yeah,
Nice.
isn't it Doobie?
Yep, Debbie and Doobie.
Debbie and Doobie.
Nice.
That was cool.
And then Bat Dad 1313, which was Shane's dad.
You mean Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's Papa. Pappy. I heard there was gonna be maybe a Blue Beetle movie being made.
Ooh.
I don't know if Beetle's in the audience and wants to chime in on that. Probably not. I'm sure he'd be chatting if he was.
Hopefully he'll be chatting.
Unless he's just lurking.
Lurking.
Being
I
a
lurk.
I mean, that kind of. Yeah, sometimes you have to just lurk.
Yeah, totally. There's another chest.
Oop, shit.
It's like I've played this level once or twice.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was editing that Curls Jr. And, yeah, sometimes I forget how fast an edit can go when you, like, on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't have to, like, organize it, it's already organized, and people have already made their ideas of what it could be.
Mhm.
So they've already picked out some good shots. And then just making a testimonial. It's kind of fun. I wish I could have shot it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, I think you've said that to me before. Because you weren't there.
yeah. But it's at the same time, you know, life is life, past is past.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because one of those ladies was there from 2001, and I left around almost the end of 2000.
Lifer.
Yeah. But they're doing good, supposedly.
That's good.
Oh, is it over?
I blew up a cop car.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Rude.
Boom!
Pissing off the cops too.
F the police, right?
Cool battle!
Let the fight run descend! None
Hey.
shall defeat the god of thunder!
Hello, guy. Do you need help with leaving? I will help you leave this box you're in.
Hey, there's a robot creeping around the corner from you.
There's like 9 robots creeping on the corner away from me.
That's why I'm here. I'm protecting you.
You better protect me.
Wait, is he lower level?
Yeah. Boom! You see my rainbow power?
That was
Care
beautiful.
Bear stare.
Care Bear.
The Care Bear stare.
Elements, attack me!
We're almost there. I grabbed her. Oh, he's definitely in trouble. He needs the help. He needs the hammer.
Bring the hammer, buddy.
See that?
Oh, shoot.
We are not alone.
I electrified my surroundings.
Apparently that
It's
was the last.
electrifying.
We watched that last night.
Nice.
Grease.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's been a
Is
long
that
time.
Grease Lightning? There?
What?
That's Grease Lightning that you're quoting from, right?
Yep.
It's electrifying. I know of it. I think I want to say as a kid maybe somebody played it around me,
Mm-hmm.
but I have no like recollection of it. But I like no images of it in my head because of how popular it was.
Right, it's totally iconic. I mean, I feel like it was done 2 or 3 times when I was in theater in high school.
And my heart is set on you. Better shape of
Grease 2 was
Carol?
Michelle Pfeiffer was in it or something.
Yeah, it was. It's the sequel, and it's 2 years later in the same high school.
I remember it being not very good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to be better than something that's
Yeah.
amazingly as iconic as Grease.
That's fair.
I mean, and especially I think like that in that time period they had like, you know, you never made a good sequel,
Yeah.
and so it was just
It
like,
wasn't
the
invested
sequels
as
are
much.
always terrible, and so you just had that like mindset that you'd have to fight against. I don't know where we're going.
I feel like I keep following you guys, and then you guys just seem to leave. Never can figure out where you guys are
Aim has arrived.
for very long.
Hmm. Well, you gotta watch the little
I-
icons on the screen. D.
Yeah.
She's behind you.
Did you just fly through that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Enemy sighted.
I feel like we're doing Quidditch.
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 Totally.
Flying around.
They do
Okay.
not stand a chance.
Let's follow Michael. Let's stop following you.
Stop following each other. If you follow me and I follow you, there's no way we can get lost.
Okay, went the wrong way. I wish I could just go through buildings. You think you would be able to?
Or over them.
Oh yeah,
Over
that
them
too.
would make sense.
Oh, some dude's up here with me.
We're under attack.
I know, some guy was like right next to me,
One
just
of
like
their agents is
hanging
down.
out.
One of their agents is down.
More than one. I took out 4 with one big gun.
The team are no
I'm
longer
on the bike. Oh god. Gosh darn it.
I like that your Bifrost heals.
Woohoo.
That's nice. Mine's not
Okay,
that
I
way.
think that
Mine's,
was all of them for the
but
time being.
it's good to have one that way. Like one of us is at least one of us is a healer.
He's a thick kid this way.
No, I figure
Oh, is it over?
my fighting style is I never use block, I just attack. So because I'm dumb, I have to make sure that I'm good at healing.
I can heal, right? You gotta have something.
helps.
Yep.
It helps if I heal other people as well.
We're in the elevator.
Okay, I'll spawn in there in a minute. I'm not
Wait,
gonna
you're gonna
figure
do
out where you
what
guys
now?
are. Dun dun dun!
I'm gonna spawn in there.
I'm sorry.
Assembling!
I didn't mean to scare you. That was my spawn sound effect.
Did you scare the puppy?
A little bit.
I didn't hear your
Puppy gets
spawn
funny.
sound effect.
Oh, really? Let's
Was
see if I
intense.
can do it again. No? Wonder if it's...
I think that it's at such a level of genius, I can't even comprehend it. I think that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Scares animals more. Animals are aware. It's like a typhoon or something.
Or anybody under 12.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate.
Alright,
their
so we're gonna
security
also
Oh, lasers.
work on getting this door open. Because there should be a gold chest in there.
Yep.
If you guys don't use it very often, if you hold down his X, or his light attack, he'll swing the hammer around. It does a lot of hits and a lot of damage.
Head for the terminal so I can get you
Here comes
inside.
the hammer. No?
With the gods' might.
It just came to my head.
Hear me.
Behold the glory of Asgard!
Do
Oh,
I
hey,
do
button.
that?
Nice.
Button activated.
3 more to get.
Yeah. The muffin button.
There's 2 muffin buttons up here. I got them.
Oh god, I'm freezing.
So there should be another button down
Hey!
Oh, that's what it is. I leveled up to 20.
there. Nice. I see
Nice.
that. Bully for you.
Good job.
I'm a good little guy.
They're running away from me.
Did we get the door open?
I don't know. No.
Nope. No, we did not.
So there's also a chest up where I'm at, in that first area.
Okay.
Oh god.
And I know where all the buttons are, so I can just knock them out real fast. Pun intended. Wordplay intended.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Ow,
Oh
wow.
god, please don't do that again.
I was wondering if you could hear that.
Unlike the Swan impression, yes, we could hear that.
Yeah, your genius was a little bit lacking on that one. You know, I can tell you're being smart when I can't hear you. Come get this gold chest, bro.
Okay, I was destroying things upstairs.
That's
Gotta
cool.
piss off the IT department.
Did you get the upstairs
No.
chest, D?
No, I couldn't find it.
Alright,
I
come on
will
up.
look again. Over here?
Ooh, I got a buff grip.
Hey!
Heyo!
Hey! Oh wait, I don't see it. Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah, I have no consumables.
There was a free one today.
I have a 1 skill.
I have a 1 skill.
Sounds like a foreign animal. A mystical animal.
A mystical foreign animal with 3 horns and 1 foot.
Have you been seeing those AI drawings that they do? It's like Dolly 2 or whatever it's
AIM's
called.
network
No,
is
I don't think
equipped
so.
with a multi-point authentication
Oh,
system.
so it's this AI,
I need
these like
access to
AI
multiple terminals.
programs
The
or
more the
whatever.
better.
I don't know how artificial intelligent it really is.
Mm-hmm.
AIM will attempt
But you
to
put in
initiate a
some,
shutdown protocol if they gain
You put in
access
some
to the terminal.
words, phrases or whatever, and it draws what the image.
Hmm.
So if you said like a deer with feathers, and you know, in a type of field, it will
The
generate
shutdown protocol is
image.
progressing.
Fascinating.
And some of the good ones, they were comparing it against actual designers.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would have the designer do the prompt and then have the AI do the prompt and
Interesting.
see what people liked and what they didn't like and how long it took and you know.
I'm
Yeah.
inside
I
AIM
send it to
security
you.
system.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds fascinating.
They started playing with the cheap version called like Crayon, and you know it's all right. It's not you know precise like the one that was in the example for the piece, but yeah, I think we'd get a kick of it. It kind of sucks, but it's kind of fun, you know.
Right. It's the fun
Begin
part of life being
infiltration.
taken over by computers.
Yeah, until you know graphic designers aren't needed anymore.
Right.
They got Google and all the pictures we provided.
Right.
AIM is
And
trying to
edit.
remove me from their
Video
system.
production will be automated.
Okay, people, quit phoning it in.
I mean, everything's eventually going to be automated.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean most of the
We're kind of fighting with that right now. It's like we've figured out how to automate like a lot of our work at Lane. It's just like, oh damn, do we want to do this?
I'm inside AIM security
yeah,
system.
that's how you lose jobs.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
did that in the car industry, you know.
Uh-huh.
AIM is trying
Who's
to
that bee?
remove me from their system.
B, you just lost the plot. Go
What
protect
happened?
your. And now C's under attack, you guys.
I'm inside
What are you
Am I the
doing?
only one
security
protecting my
system.
thing?
Are we all
Yes.
protecting one?
No,
I mean, I was.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Well, I mean, that's, you know, it's a fine idea. We just need to
I'm
be sure to
inside
communicate
AIM
it.
security system.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey,
I
I'm
got it.
protecting mine.
Breach
Okay,
AIM
well, I got
security
C
network.
then. I got Charlie.
Okay.
Although we were done now, I think. Let's see. Sometimes there's a chest in here.
Whee. Whee.
Who's that? Was that you?
Whee.
That's cool. You got a little lighting coming out of here.
Take a breather, kids.
Iron Man's not amused.
Are you not entertained?
We're in the elevator. Yeah, you would think all this automation and stuff would make life easier on us, but it doesn't.
Right. Well, I mean, it begs for the question of, is there going to be a universal wage? Like, how is economics going to adapt? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, if every job is done by AI and there's no need for us to work, how are we supposed to make
A
money
number
to
of kidnapped
feed?
SHIELD agents are fighting AIM forces.
I know.
You know? So, I mean, it's like the government can't just let everybody
Nice work.
die.
Looks clear for
Because then
now.
who's
No,
going
that's-
to
We
be using...
can't feed the capitalism if we don't
There are
have
the
money.
agents.
Who's going to,
Help them
like,
defeat AIM.
you know... So, I mean, it's interesting. Like, it's really going to force a big
That's
shift
all she wrote,
in,
kids.
Yeah.
in policies and stuff. Hey, don't hit me with a hammer.
We have a health ring.
If I was a Heimdall. I was gonna go to a different direction with that, but I don't think I'm
I need a Heimdall.
Keep your hands off my Heimdall.
Nice work. Looks clear for now.
Jeez, there's so many bad guys. I mean, this is doable. I'm no worries.
You guys using the
Ooh.
trigger when you hit the bad guys?
Sometimes.
I am now.
Good. Because you do considerably more damage.
Yeah, I just knocked out like a super bad guy that I thought was gonna take a lot longer to kill. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It also works as your block.
Hey, defensive strategies other than just
Headbutt.
Headbutt.
Right. Well, yeah, and we were playing Batman yesterday, and that's like, you know, a huge part of Batman is the
The agents are
defense.
safe. Sending them pickup coordinates so they may evacuate.
Doing hammers next to me.
Yeah, I dropped my hammer at your feet. I was like, take my hammer. Love the hammer.
Like, double hammer.
I found you worthy.
That would be interesting if you guys weren't, if they weren't worthy across dimensions.
I've sent Commander
There's
Hill
no
a rendezvous location
cross-worthiness.
to extract
You're worthy
the
for
shield.
my hammer, but not for your
Well done.
hammer.
Gotta start going through my new loot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see the stuff you got.
Come here. Ready up.
Ready up, ready up, ready up, let's go!
It's
Well,
time
let's
for
get
it to
my
snow. I don't know.
No, it's good. Sounds
like
very
it.
Christmassy. I could be a green one too. I could be a t-shirt. I don't like the t-shirt guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the t-shirts either.
I liked when it was a red shirt.
Where's that?
So we've
You're heading
decided that
into another
the
tachyon store.
yellow
Just
ISO
stay
shards
focused on
are the
completing
best
mission.
ones to have.
We're monitoring you from here.
Because they increase valor, and valor is a component in all of your stats, or most of your stats basically.
Okay.
So the higher your valor is, the higher your character will be. Higher damage. Oh, look at that!
Yeah, she's a pervert.
I
I was
mean,
thinking about going swimming.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna say that.
We need a hero.
We're holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
What happens after that?
And you become the hero.
Is
I will
that
scan
putting
the
down being
area for AIM
heroic?
signatures and update your HUD.
I would just
Be on
go
your
home.
guard.
Makes sense.
It'd be like it's night.
Alright, I needed a hero till the end of the night. Now I'm going home. I don't need a hero anymore. I need a bed.
Yeah, I need a heroic night's sleep.
I need like a hero like the sandwich. 'cause I'm
Inhumans
hungry,
caught in a
but now
standoff
you.
up ahead.
Alright, this is one of those timed ones.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
time.
We gotta
the
kind of
ride.
collect the little
Protect
things,
those
but you
Inhumans.
also get time for killing guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll kill all the guys.
I think that's
Can't
the
kill all the guys.
general idea.
Oh, watch this.
That's a
Bam!
lot of guys.
Did I kill them all?
I see a few left, but you did pretty good.
That's the ride the lightning.
Stepping in there, buddy.
Ooh, some dude with the shield just slapped me. Did you see the new Sylvester Stallone movie, superhero movie?
No, what is it?
It's called The Guardian.
Night, sweetheart.
It's kind of reminds me of Hancock.
They're safe.
In what way?
A superhero
Team
doesn't
of
want to be a
watchdogs is in the
superhero.
vicinity.
We
I sent
catch
their
him in
location
an
to your
age
hut.
where, like, I think he's a superhero, and he's like, "Leave me alone, little kid," you know, and the kid
Like
remembers
Hitch?
Hancock.
Hancock.
Oh yeah, Hancock.
Oh, this is timed.
I've been
We shall
collecting
triumph
time
over
bubbles.
all.
Well, we can only
Oh,
get
okay.
60 seconds. Like, our timer
Yeah.
will never go higher than 60, just FYI.
Neutralize the
Yeah.
watchdogs unit.
It's on the bottom left of this screen. It's at 56.
Oh, okay, 56.
Yeah.
Gosh, that hurt. Oh,
Oh, I'm
not
down.
doing so hot.
Thank you,
You are a
Iron Man.
trooper.
Ooh, I just got suppressed.
A watchdog's agent is down.
Following
Another
you
watchdog
guys.
has been neutralized.
We got 41.
Open the gate. This take but moment.
The weather obeys me.
Are you Storm?
They have lost another agent.
Yes.
Storm in a teacup.
Hey, guys, what you guys doing
The
over here?
watchdog's team has
Kicking
been
some ass.
defeated. Excellently
Taking
done.
some names?
Nope.
I've located captive
Oh.
inhumans.
No time for
No
names.
paper.
They're being kept in portable cells.
There's a chest
You'll
back
have
here.
to
we can
break them
grab.
out.
Oh, and one of these guys need to kill. Oh, shiznit.
The heavens ring.
I call the thunder.
And by that I mean I have to fart. Wait, what? Who said that?
Thunder!
I got
Sheep.
put on hold.
Just a flesh wound.
You got put on hold?
Yeah,
Where's
because I
the-
called the thunder.
He went and put, I got put on hold, I get you.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
where's
was
the
the
treasure chest
90s
back here?
dress.
Rock inside
Oh, there we go.
this-
Never mind. Hi.
There's two of them in here actually. Blue shorts.
Ooh. Boom. Boom.
Hey, naked.
Hello.
Oh man, speaking of naked.
Oh.
Oh no, really. Woodstock '99 documentary.
I
3
saw
episodes.
that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that. I haven't watched it.
Watched it. Watched it last night. All 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so revealing.
Yeah. Well, I remember at the time it came out, everybody was just like, wow, like this is 100% marketing.
Yeah.
Or at least
and
everybody that I
what they
knew.
did, I didn't know about all the history of it, but they had people documenting it because it's supposed to be the biggest thing, and it was just a disaster. It was like, you remember Fire?
Do I remember
The Fire Festival? The Fire Festival?
Uh-uh.
It was a rip-off festival. They tried to buy an island or whatever and rent an island, and
There they are.
they
You'll need to
basically
destroy
didn't
the
prepare for
mechanisms
a
to
bunch
open
of
the
people. This was the same thing, and by day 3, you know, police came in and things got lit on fire. And,
Oh, jeez. So they
Yeah,
just weren't
so-
thinking ahead. Didn't have a good plan.
they were
Require assistance.
basically burned off, I guess. I don't know, walled off from.
Doors down.
I'm down. I was trying to rescue these people. But they were like, they thought the festival was going all right. At least that's what they say. But it was like people getting beat and raped and
Oh my goodness.
just, yeah, swimming in fucking feces and yeah, it was a cool documentary. I want to watch the other concert documentaries. Summer of Soul.
This one is open.
Which one's that about?
During Woodstock, I think there was a African American kind of like a soul concert taking place at the same time, I think. And it just didn't get a lot of press because of being the times that it was.
Mm-hmm.
But Wyclef, no, not Wyclef, Questlove, he made the documentary. And so it's been on, I want to say,
Oh, so it's
Netflix or
made by the same person that did the
no,
Woodstock documentary?
oh, no. Yeah, Questlove is the drummer in the Roots. He's a musician. A musician, basically, an African American musician who kind of was in that area at that time as a young kid. He made the documentary. Kind of like resurfaced it.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah. But after watching the Woodstock 99, you know, it was just, it kind of makes me want to see other big, because they were comparing Woodstock 69, and then they were, what was it, 93?
Nice work.
They compared it to,
We'll analyze these readings
or
ASAP.
92, and then they did
can't
the
tell you how
99.
valuable this data
They
is
kind
to
of
us.
just died.
Thank you.
Oh, he has some nipples.
He does. He has a god's nipples. God of thunder.
God of thunder nipples.
Uh-huh. We call him Thunder Nips.
Alright, so we gotta do at least 2 more Tachyon event missions. Where we have to collect the money. But I think that's all the ones we'll have to do for those.
Right.
I got skill points.
Oh, wow.
Don't forget the skill points.
I only have 2 champion skill points, so I don't have to do anything.
I'm sorry.
Well, looks like we're just gonna do this one again.
Good lord, he's just looking at his navel now.
Getting rid of my gear.
She's like, getting rid of my belt.
Oh, going through the inventory and his camera's like down on his junk. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. We need to be sharing your screen, D. What the hell? If you like the content, don't forget to follow. That follow button's just down below. It's free to do. Gets you notified whenever we're going live.
You're heading into
Always
another
live on
Tachyon
Saturdays,
storm.
but
Just stay
we often do
focused on
special
completing the
streams
mission.
during the week,
We're monitoring
sometimes
you from
randomly
here.
on the weekend. I need followers I get today. I'm looking for just a 1 actually to get our follower goal for this weekend. But I also have a big stack of Funko mystery boxes back here that we'll open up to see what Funkos are inside. I just got 2 more from Walmart, and they're in the shape of the comic book ones. So.
I was gonna say, you should have seen the last 2 that you got. Yeah, got Omega Red.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I looked up Omega Red and read up on like that dude. Wow,
Yeah.
that guy's fucked up. Pardon my French
Yeah.
language.
I like that. He was amazing in the X-Men cartoon.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I do like really mean, nasty people. Like as villains. As literary characters, I should clarify. I don't in real life enjoy nasty people.
Yeah, but the fact that Wolverine was so powerful, you kind of have to, like, you know, step up your game with him. You know, draining
Right.
power, you know, different, you know, distance
he can't die.
fighting. He can't die. Yeah.
Right, and I mean,
He's-
him and Wolverine fought for 17 hours. I read
I
at
will
one
scan
point,
the area for AIM signatures
like in a
and
room
update
for
your
17
HUD.
hours, and all they did was
Be on
fight
your
each other.
guard.
You ever watch the Hulk versus movies I told you about?
I
Hulk
have.
versus Wolverine.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. We did Hulk versus Thor.
Omega Red was in that one. Deadpool, Omega Red, Deathstrike. Deathstrike.
There are Inhumans
The
caught
female
in a
lady with the
standoff up
fingers.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Backup has arrived. Protect those
Sabretooth.
Inhumans.
So basically, where he got his origins from, his skeleton, they made an episode for that. I'm gonna electrocute these people.
Nice shot! Open the way!
Yeah, the drawings back in those days when they started doing those Wolverine comics,
Nice work!
that was just him, and it was like him versus Omega Red or whoever. The drawings and the stories at that point were like just so amazing, very iconic. I wish they had posters of those. Like I'm surprised they don't get like posters of just comic book covers.
I know. See, I've thought that same thing. I've been like, dude, I would buy. I mean, even some of the frames of some comics, like even the pages, I would just be like, oh my god, I want that. Like
Yeah,
there's a one.
like a nice spread.
Yeah, there's one page from the Civil War series, and it's Captain. It's like three horizontal frames. Captain America in the first frame is jumping out of the window of a building, like plummeting down the building, with his shield, all diving like a high diver. And then the second panel is like the inside of the room he just left, and there's just bodies everywhere. And the third panel is just like a super extreme close-up of Maria Hill, and she's like, I hate to say this, but we need to take out Captain America. And it's just like, such an
that's so
awesomely
epic.
powerful, like, 3 panels. I was like, that would be a
that
really
when-
good poster.
They do not stand
Is that when he
a
was in
chance.
Hydra?
I don't think so. I think that's. I mean, he didn't have any Hydra on his costume.
Well, I mean, like
Sorry.
he just revealed that he was Hydra, and probably killed some people and left. Remember when
But
I don't
who's
know if
down?
you knew, but there's. I am. I'm sorry.
What?
I
Okay.
need your
Some
aid.
big dudes.
Okay, I'm coming.
Like big. I mean, their guns bigger than my body.
Your prayers are answered.
Yeah, there was a story where Red Skull was able to change the history of Captain America to make him a Hydra agent. And so it was like a wish. And so he ended up for a series, like it was like a spy where he was the bad guy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just
didn't
go
know if
rescue
it
these
was that.
guys. Oh no, we have to go
Sounds
there
like-
first. Well,
But
it's,
it could be that.
to me, it was the point where like, Shield was like, okay, we're on this side. Captain America's like, well, now I'm on the other side, and so he had to like escape from
Neutralize the
the
watchdog
Triskelion
unit.
or whatever it's called.
Open the gate!
But I could be wrong.
The
I
watchdog's
don't know.
agent is down.
Again, I was just flipping through PDFs looking for fun frames.
It's just cool now that they can do basically any story and it's not wrong. It's like we've already seen so many of the same story that it's like, yeah, okay, well,
I can
we've
roll
already
with it.
done what
Is
ifs.
down.
Yeah. Like I can always go
Watchdog
back
team
and
has
watch,
been defeated.
the
Excellently
old
done.
ones if I really
There
care
they
that
are.
much.
You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cell.
All right, let's go
I've
rescue those
located
guys.
captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells.
Looks like somebody's already
You'll
over
have to
there.
break them out.
That's me.
Nice. Kick ass, D.
I
Uh-oh.
like bait. I'm in some trouble here.
Ooh, okay. Let some people go. Let my people go.
And then we also unboxed Magic, who is Colossus's sister.
The one that he protected a lot.
She ended up being the goddess. Oh, mother fluffer. I need help. She ended up being goddess of the limbo dimension or something underworld related.
I like bait.
Are you still down?
Nope, I'm up. Iron Man got my bro. He got my bro up.
Thanks.
Guard down.
I've just been spamming YB because I can YB all of the villains around me for
Nice.
some
Don't
reason.
worry, I got you.
Well, because Thor's electricity is shock damage, and so there's a very thin white bar underneath the enemy's health
The
bars,
cells are all open. Nice work.
and
Those are all.
you can, when it goes all the way to the right, that's when your YB is active, and Thor's electricity adds that shock value and puts it up really fast. So if you're doing a lot of shock damage, everybody around you will be YBable very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
YBable.
It
Yeah,
is
I
pretty
guess
epic.
Nice
All
work.
right, one more time.
We'll analyze these readings
I
ASAP.
lost that a little
I
bit.
can't tell you how valuable this data is to us. Thank you.
So we'll just do it again. We're just going to fly to the first area where there's those guys in the trucks. Or
Are you a shaved one?
and then see, I'm looking at the wrong screen still, obviously. I mean, there's a shaved man with awesome nipples.
He has
Yeah.
the god's nipples.
It's got
No, your character's shaved, isn't he?
oh, I don't know.
He doesn't have a beard.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, mission reward.
Ready to launch. Sure, get skill. 2 more.
Cosmic and Gamma. Increase Gamma status fill rate and Gamma damage dealt with any attack by 20%. Oh, it's a potentiator. Okay. I wish that was legendary, but that's a pretty damn, or I mean, exotic. But I got a pretty good piece of armor
Nice.
with that last mission reward that we got.
Keep catching up. I'm at 49.
You're heading into another
Nice.
tachyon storm. Just stay focused on
100
completing
more,
the
you
mission.
got it.
We're monitoring you from
Yep.
here.
And I'm as strong as you guys.
You're getting there.
Look at that 6-pack. No.
Yeah, all I get is
He
butt
looks like.
on my side.
Yeah, you look like Brad Pitt and Troy.
Yeah.
Yep. They call me Troy Boy.
Troy boy. Soy Troy.
I look like Thor if Thor was in Top Gun. Thank you for the nose boop. What do you need? Is it really important? What is it? Can I see? Show me. Show me. Go show me. What is it?
You gonna go potty?
Oh yeah.
Where you going, man?
I'll go.
I will scan the area for AIM signatures and update your HUD.
So we're
Be
still up
on your
against the
guard.
time thing.
Okay.
So even though D's not here, we should progress.
Yeah, I'll follow you. I won't be lost following her accidentally.
There are Inhumans caught in a standoff up ahead. Backup has arrived. Protect those Inhumans.
So we just got to come up here and protect A, B, and C from getting killed.
Prevail.
By the power of Grayskull.
So see if you can see their stun bar when you fight an enemy.
See
Really?
if I can see this.
Oops.
We got a bunch of guys on me.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Cannot defeat me.
Okay.
Can you go to the bathroom?
He did not. He just wanted to bark at children.
I'm gonna grab whiteboard. Just like, you know, I wanna bark at children.
He says, Daddy, I yell at
They're
kids
safe.
for no reason.
You
A
make
team of
me yell at
watchdogs
kids.
is in the vicinity. I've sent their location
Hey
to
guys,
your
follow
HUD.
me. Oh,
Shot in the face. He's in underwear or boxers or whatever, swim trunks.
You like it.
It's just funny.
Here, I'll make sure to run in front of you.
Nice work.
we gotta go across the city here
Here we
to get to these guys up here by the trucks.
Match for our strength.
Okay.
I'm trying to find you. Oh, okay.
Neutralize the watchdogs unit.
Neutralize.
Neutralizing.
It's neutralizing!
Yeah, I'm gonna get some time.
Time ain't on our side.
A watchdog's agent is down.
Okay.
Another watchdog has been neutralized. They have lost another agent.
I said boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Ooh, did you see that?
Guys, a little help. Prayers are answered.
You need help?
Thanks for
And
having
Iron
my
Man is
back.
down. Ooh, we got it. Just keep time. We need time bubbles.
Time bubble, slide
20
22.
seconds.
I'm getting time.
Another bounty hunter is down.
Yeah, they're good at shooting me. Okay, we're at 60.
Nice. Good job.
The watchdog's team has been defeated.
Alright, now we're gonna fly
Excellently
across
done.
town and save
I've
those.
located captive inhumans.
Break open those
They're
three
being kept in
things.
portable cells.
So-
You'll have
Let
to
me
break
get
them
out.
out.
Come on, Iron Man, let's get out of here. Sometimes I forget how to fly.
Oh, I see. So every time the lightning comes down, it drops a little time bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witness my power.
You son of a bitch. Ooh, I just got hit by a rocket out of the sky.
The cell is open.
I need
Naked.
assistance.
Oh, we're
Oh
down too.
no!
We just both down?
Need assistance. Yeah.
My aid.
Your
The first
knight
time
in
I've gone down.
high-tech armor is here.
Iron Man's got me.
My grasp is yours. I call upon the Bifrost.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Bifrost action happening today.
Oh yeah.
My power is unstoppable.
Witness my power.
Mission
Yeah.
failed.
Oh.
We ran out of time. Oh.
I was down.
I didn't know you were
I
down
was in
still.
the back. Yeah, she got saved, and I was hoping he would come and get me,
Mm.
Iron Man, but No luck. Some rocket shot me out of the sky. I fell in a backyard.
I've located captive Inhumans.
All right, one more time.
They're being kept
We
in
got
portable
this.
cells. You'll have to break them out.
So definitely say something, because I could have come and saved you, and I didn't know you were down still.
We shall prevail.
For some reason, I think I thought when Iron Man saved D that he saved you too.
I thought so too. I didn't want to distract you. I figured you could break it before.
Now is the time.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any penalties for
There
ending
they
the
are.
mission
You'll need to
dead.
destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cell.
Like, that was my concern. So I was like, I don't know. Might cause something to happen.
Yeah, I'm at A.
This
Maybe.
one is open.
I just destroyed A.
A's done. Yeah, I'm going to C.
Okay, I'm going to B.
Send me pop.
Wait, has somebody got A yet?
Yep, A's down.
Yeah, A's dead.
Oh,
Oh, I'm getting time actually.
Okay, 32
We're at
seconds.
30.
B's down.
Cell is open.
Okay.
C's gonna be tough, it always is.
We
Let the
got
Basically,
40,
killing goal.
37.
Okay. The cells are all open.
There we go.
Nice work.
Nice job. Nice work, gentlemen.
Dylan.
Naked Thor.
Nick it off. Got the buns of steel.
Because if you ain't got buns of steel, what are your buns made of?
Nice work.
You know
Well,
what
I was
happened?
reading
It's
this
just they
out.
left him out of the
I
bag
can't
and they
tell
got
you
hard.
how valuable this data is to
And
us.
what it is.
Thank you.
As hard as rocks. Need to get rid of some of this stuff.
I'm getting rid of all of it.
No.
Ooh, that's so far behind. On my viewing, we just ran out of time.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
Told you, he sucks.
That's like way laggy.
I told you, it's like mine lags. I can tell from yesterday's stream as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would answer like right before you guys would finish the question to see how long it took for you guys to answer. After a while, I stopped because I felt like sometimes you guys remembered what I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
but other times you're like, what is this? And I'm like, "Ah." I mean, if it popped up like a couple seconds afterwards, I think it wouldn't be a question
You're right.
because the subject would be on your mind, but
Right,
When
but
you
you've already
guys
moved
chatted.
on to something else.
yeah. But by the end of the day, I had to get back into the edit, so I was just.
Totally. Faux show.
I gotta listen. Ooh, I'm 25.
52?
52 power, level 25.
Nice. You're inversed. Inverted? You've inverted your power? I don't know. 52 and 25 are opposites. That's what I'm trying to say cleverly, but
Yeah, but I believe you. I agree
Yeah.
with you. I'm inverted.
and D, you're out of the shot.
Sorry. Oh.
I think I gotta see my screen.
Right. But I gotta see my screen.
You're trying to see.
Ooh, you got even a little bracelets.
Heck yes.
You think you would have better skin, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. You think he would heal, and if he healed, it would go back to like perfect, like Wolverine's is supposed to.
Director Hill wants us to investigate another shield cache.
It's a good thing you're wearing shorts because we go into the
We cannot
deserts.
reach it in our current time, so visiting it in the future will be our only chance for extraction.
I'm going to desert camouflage.
Where is the artifacts? Blinking. Oh, it's because it wants me to read it, maybe?
Yeah, there means you have new ones. Ones that you haven't looked at yet.
Director Hill wants to acquire as many resources as possible to prepare against the Kree invasion. Finding this shield cache will surely increase our defensive capabilities.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, too.
Unless you're already there and we're in the past.
You could
Or
be in the
you're in the
past.
future.
You know what to do.
No, I'm the future.
In which case, thank you for watching.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Click the bell.
Wow.
Write a nice message.
One left.
And we
Oh
can
yeah,
put
like
a
and
bell.
subscribe to the YouTube, sure.
You're YouTube in this, right?
You can give us a follow. Twitch. It's not streaming to YouTube.
Oh, finally.
But it
Well,
gets,
yeah, but it
uploaded.
records to YouTube,
It gets
right?
uploaded to YouTube after the fact, yeah.
YouTube will figure it out. Question mark.
I like going back to old YouTube content and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
Like
I do.
sometimes when I work on my computer at work, I don't like putting in my my G drive, you know, my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I started building, you know, one for work, and I would go back to all the old video game stuff that I could
Mm.
to see where
Mm-hmm.
our minds were back in the day.
Totally.
Attempting to open the vault will no doubt attract the enemy's attention. Be careful, Avengers.
Be careful, Avengers. Be Avengers, careful.
Yep. I still got
Perfect.
You're not alone.
Here we go.
Where are you at?
Oh, I was just kind of following you guys in the question marks.
I'm looking for him. He's like downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just running straight for the vault.
Vault. I don't know where the vault is. Okay, I'll look for you guys.
You'll get here. You'll teleport in.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
I got a belt. I got a belt.
I'm on a belt.
You don't ever forget. I got a belt.
So,
I am
I
part
have
of
to
your
ask.
system.
Tony, no.
Look at
Tony,
you. You're
yes.
like you're a fish.
May not attempt to hold my hammer.
Your character was doing that earlier.
Yeah, totally.
Like, alright.
it's so cool. And I want it.
Posing.
Why do I do anything?
In the mouth.
Oh wow, your thing is slow as balls.
We just started talking about the YouTube channel.
Alright, so this is going to be one of those do the numbers.
Oh yeah. I'll defend.
So there's a bunch of chests we can grab. There's one up here where I'm at.
Nice.
And then there's usually one over here. No, not this time, it looks like. Maybe
Ooh,
on the
threes
other
up
side.
here.
In the middle.
Who's up here? It wasn't usually up, so this is cool.
Yeah, they look at you. You're like a dolphin on my screen. I wonder if that's how you move. Just move around. You're like swimming.
Ah! I fell off the thing. I blame you.
Okey-dokey. I think we're ready to do some
Two.
battle.
I found 3.
3 chests.
Oh yeah, no, I found a bunch of
No,
chests
number
though.
six.
It's over by 3.
Okay. Alright,
If you
so we gotta
find-
do 4 and 1.
If you find Nikki Thor, there's a chest.
Okay,
Ooh, on top.
that's
Code
one.
verification required from designated security station.
Can't remember how to do the thingy to mark it.
5.
We
D-pad
shall
up.
prevail. We shall triumph over all.
So what is it?
4 and
2,
1.
5, 4 and 1.
I haven't seen either of those numbers, so they have to be over here, right?
I'm saying on the bottom somewhere.
So I got
4 is
4.
right here.
Yep, 1's on the other side. On the bottom, I
Okay.
think.
Found 5.
Code verification required from designated security
This is 1.
station.
Yep. And now back to the vault.
Code verification complete. Authorized personnel required for code authentication at the vault.
And so there is a time limit of amount of time we can not be on this by the vault, but it's really quite long. It's like 30 seconds, if not longer. And it resets by just walking back, so it's really not a big deal. We all just go out and start killing people.
Okay.
Mama!
Baba!
Right?
Heads up. Hacker inbound.
Hacker inbound.
D, you got the hacker?
What is he trying to hack?
One of the terminals. He'll have a little white diamond over his head.
Unauthorized threat is detected.
I'm beating up on big
He's
robot.
at 3. He's at 3.
He's at 3. Where's 3?
The red one on their screen.
I'm coming up. Oh, some dude shot me up in the
He
air.
down. He gone.
Okay.
Something happened. I don't know what.
All I do is
Iron
win,
Man
win,
probably
win.
took care of it. Don't forget to get health. if you
Charging
need it.
EMP. Please stand clear of the vault.
Iron Man's armor all dies.
Authentication complete.
No, not everything!
Initiating next tier of the vault unlock protocol.
Alright, 2, 1, and 3.
Ew.
Let's see, 2 is in the center up here.
Code verification
I got 3 over
required
here.
from designated
Alright, I got
security
2.
location.
1 is down over here, right?
I think so.
Code verification required from designated security station.
That's a 4.
No, 3 is not. So 1 is
It's
on
up
the other
here.
side.
So I'm at 3. Oh. 3's gone.
We're looking for 1.
I never found one yet.
I'm at 1.
Grab it.
1.
Awesome, I'll grab 3. Alright,
Code
back to center.
verification complete. Please resume code authentication at the vault.
Oh,
Oof.
Lightning! You would think you can transport them. Oh, there's a big dude.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you would think with Heimdall, like the rainbow, you could just transport them out the field. You know? Kind of like with Hulk in Infinity War. I found out my cousin's working under Blizzard now.
Oh, really? Doing what?
His video game. I don't know what it's called. But
That's
Yeah, he
cool.
was working for a video game maker, and then that place got bought out by Blizzard, so now he works for Blizzard.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible.
He's like, I feel like I cheated.
Yeah.
Complete.
That's funny.
Initiating
yeah, I
next
just found
tier
out a
of
high
the
school
vault
friend.
unlock protocol.
Alright, 1, 3, 5, 4.
1 is over here. I got it.
Okay,
I'll get 3.
okay.
1.
But I found out a high school guy too. Same thing happened to him with Adobe.
Designated security station.
We need 3.
We got 3.
We
Trying
need
to.
5.
5's on your side, D.
Okay.
Or the side you were on. And I got
Well,
4 right here.
Yeah, 5 right here.
Code verification required from designated
five.
security
I got
station.
4. Back to center.
Final code verification complete.
So this is the last round, so feel free to just use your specials.
Alright.
Don't feel like
Hulk
you gotta
out.
save them.
Let the heavens rain!
Phew! Excuse me.
Heads up. Hacker inbound.
Hacker!
Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent.
Ooh, I'm down. Big dude next to number 1. Shooting the Gatling gun.
You're good now.
Okay, Iron Man got me.
So when you're fighting those big guys, that's the perfect opportunity to use that hold down X light
Vault
attack.
access verified. Activating
With
final
a
security
trigger?
measures in
No,
3,
we'll just hold down X and you
2,
can see he'll like fling his hammer around.
Oh, okay.
Protocol
And so it just
complete.
does a ton of hits, like just bam, 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 bam.
Please mind your step and thank you.
Hit him
for
in the
your
back.
patience.
Yep, hit him in the back if you can.
Oop, oop.
Yeah, I think there's
There's
only
just
2
one.
in here this time.
There's only 2.
Yeah, usually there's 3 in like the other vaults, but this one for some reason there's only 2.
Oh, these things happen.
Yeah, you know.
I hit you with my hammer.
Looks like you secured the contents of the vault. Prepare the Quinjet for extraction.
What is this?
Hey, I got a champion skill point. Yes.
Nice. You guys should start seeing some pretty good gear rolling in soon.
What's the max the gear can go? Level 40?
I've seen 50s. I've seen people with like
Well done,
150s,
Avengers.
but
I
that's
will
not
endeavor
easy
to
to
uncover
do.
more available vaults.
But 140 is the limit you're gonna just find.
You have to find something that's 140 and you can level up.
Right, and then
Probably.
you can combine it with another 140, I think, to go to like 142, and then combine it with another 142 to get to 144. I think is how it
Wait, you
goes.
can combine your gear?
Yep. Yep, if it has a
Oh.
little green animated arrow, you'll see like a little up arrow going. You can usually then upgrade your gear with something that's in your inventory at the moment.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, those.
Yeah. Well, those are low.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so now we're just going to do 3 like real quickie missions.
Do we have to be the same dudes?
2 of us should still be the same person, I think, but
Well, I don't mind.
one of us could change if we wanted to.
No. I like this. We're like the bros.
Right.
This is like Woodstock 99. Long-haired bros, shirtless, destroying things, yelling, lighting fires.
Wow, I just found a 142. Naturally, never done that before.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a 142.
power 142. Ooh, and that's good too. Nice to have that. Ah, alright. I'll wait till we get in the mission to change my gear.
We've identified an AIM facility that is vulnerable to attack. Though there are still security synthoids to contend with, we expect the Avengers should be able to easily prevail. Take out any AIM forces you encounter.
Oh.
We're a bunch of badasses.
Head for the location
Yeah.
on your HUD.
Watching that animation with me in my boxers was pretty great.
Nice.
Oh, you damn laser. I hate the lasers!
Treasure chest.
Nice.
I miss doing sound design.
These enemies must be defeated.
I
a
heard
lot
that
of fun.
bing! I was just like, you know, people spend their lives just recording stuff.
Right. Sounds like a really fun, like... I mean, I guess really, like, with the internet, you could do it if you wanted to. Like, just start recording
Yeah.
sounds and putting them online and charging people for packs and... You know?
Yeah. You know, one person buys it and it gets gets downloaded for free for everybody, and you did all that work for like $5.
Yeah. I mean, I
But
think
also-
that's why you don't do a ton of it, like, you know. It can't be your whole income. It's gotta just be a side gig.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh goodness.
There's so many people.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. They're not tough.
Try wrestling a sewer lizard sometime. The enemies are being defeated.
Ba-ba-boosh.
The enemies have been defeated.
Yeah, they say, like,
Off
the
you
ultimate
roll,
goal
kids.
is to have your character always be using their special powers. Like, you're able to fill your special powers full before they end, so you can just continually use them, and you're basically just a giant battery for your special powers.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. And it's really
Nice
easy to
work,
do with
Avengers.
Thor, because you can
This
set
won't be the
him
last
to,
time we
whenever
mount
he
an
does
assault on
his
AIM's forces, but
takedowns,
this
his
should
YBs,
significantly
to
weaken
trigger
their
an
capability.
orb that fills up your specials. And then his lightning causes the stun damage, which causes the YBs to happen. And so you can just, like, end up where you're, like, super powered and just YBing every person on the screen. Alright, hey, you're 26, Chris. We're getting up there.
Yeah. Almost 27 years old. That's what you're talking about, right?
Your level.
Oh no, I meant my age.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
27.
No, yeah, you're still 16, I
You're
thought.
so
Yes.
What are we voting on?
Who are we voting on?
I don't know.
what?
We're voting on something, but nobody seems to know what it is, so...
Oh, we should do a vote though.
For
Avengers,
what?
I
our
vote
agents
no.
in the field have identified the location
I
of an
say
AIM
yes.
data vault.
I'd say
Well-
maybe.
vault contains research
Wow.
on new combat
Wow, wowie, wow.
synthoids that
Even
needs
spread.
to be destroyed.
I feel like
Get
that's
in
a
there, take
solid
out the server vaults,
meh.
and get out before
Meh.
AIM reinforces the facility.
So this is another quick mission. We'll just be in and out.
I like it.
We gotta do 3 of these little quickies.
Oh, I never went on the ship and did the thingy where I collect my stuff.
Oh, I got your dailies. Yeah, I forgot to do mine too.
I did mine.
Nice.
Good for you.
Well, I did a consumable and you didn't, so I think
don't
we're
have
even.
AIM has a set of turbines powering one of their
You're
emergency
privileged, I'm
generators.
not.
Disable them.
They have a free one today.
I didn't see no free one.
Thunder and lightning!
Thunder and lightning.
I've defeated another!
Why is it
Destroy the
dark?
turbines.
Because we got to do that.
Oh.
So now we just gotta destroy all the turbines.
Oh, I
AIM
remember
has
this.
sent forces to stop you.
Full power flows through!
There's one done.
I won.
Yep, just C&D to go. And then we gotta kill everybody.
Everybody.
Do it, do it. Kill everybody.
I'm on C.
We got D.
Boom.
So again, D, use that, hold down the X button. And he'll swing a bunch in a circle. He'll swing his hammer in a circle.
Oh, yeah, I do that a couple of times. So far, my favorite is to push X while holding the trigger button. And so like I'll click them at the same time, and it like spams the thing. I'm down. I'm down trying to help you.
Well, you didn't help me.
Hey, help me!
I said, help.
Yay!
I need somebody.
Somebody.
Nice.
Did you ever watch that Beatles documentary?
Nope.
Get Out?
Nope, never did.
Is that what it's called? You should watch it. Well, I've only seen episode 1, but I've been wanting to go back at that too.
Yeah, we've been watching Resident Evil on Netflix.
Is it good?
Yeah. I'll let you know when I'm done with it.
How many episodes have you got into?
Nicely
We
done, Avengers.
just finished episode
You
4.
wreaked some impressive havoc.
How many
Now
episodes do
AIM
they
is
have on
scrambling to
total?
recover
I don't
their
know,
lost
honestly.
research.
I don't think I
More
looked.
attacks like this, and AIM won't stay in
Started
power
watching
long.
Man.
Sandman.
Yep, we're gonna start that after stream tonight, I think.
We
Yeah.
got to episode 3 last night, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's
Yeah.
not gonna be good.
It's very pretty.
Nice.
Dark.
It's dark and pretty. I mean, I don't know much about Sandman, but I do feel like it has the mood of Sandman. You know, like the art and all that stuff, the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Oops, that's not the mission I wanted. Let's see, are we going to be able to do a hive mission? No, probably not yet. Alright, then we'll just do... Could do that one, Scientist Supreme. Could try that.
You gonna try to put a shirt on him now?
No, it's invisible.
Oh, it's invisible armor. Why would he have a belly button?
Was he not born?
He was born.
Well, I thought gods are born differently.
No. Well, I mean, not Thor.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He was born
wasn't
from
his
his mom.
sister born from the head of the father after being consumed by a goat? Something like that?
That was the coolest shit, so I'm gonna say yes, even though 1000% that's not true.
Right, I think
There's
you're
some-
thinking of Hephaestus and Odin.
Well,
Not
I'm
Odin,
just-
the Greek one, Zeus.
Use.
Oh, Zeus.
He had such a headache that he went down to the river and cracked his head open, and out was born. Maybe that was Athena. It's been a long time since I
Yeah, I
thought
think it
about
was Athena.
my Greek.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking, like, of course he had a headache. It was a little girl.
Of course, there was a little child in there.
Right.
That would be such a headache.
Right? It's like, oh, thank God it's cancer. I was worried I was head pregnant.
Head pregnant.
It's a thing. Look it up.
It's a thing. Oh no! Wait, what?
What happened?
Oh, I'm looking at my things to see if I should switch to a better one. What did you say was the best color crystal? Yellow?
Yellow.
Well, she got a yellow one that has all valor. It's a plasma safeguard. If you go to the one that you're in, you see how.
No, I see.
It depends. They have plasma in this.
Get my safeguard. Assault
gonna be-
resistance.
Want to be a tree?
Dauntless impulse. Gravitation safeguard. Might be nice actually. Oh no, it's terrible considering. Comparably.
Well, I got my I can't even buy a costume if I wanted one.
You don't get one.
Oh, in the marketplace?
Yeah, I only have 137.
There's also the store in the helicarrier in the back that has skins for the characters.
Yeah, but they cost the same amount, don't they?
Well, they cost in-game money.
Oh, okay. Do I have in-game money?
I'm sure you do. We've been doing a lot of missions.
All handmade, all
That did not mean to jump over the
An
edge.
espresso for a little longer.
No, stop being so nimble.
Yeah, there's a Thor, there's a Hulk. A couple Hulk
I
ones
stayed
back
up all
there.
night and you didn't buy anything?
Okay,
Such
let's
is
see.
life.
Oh, let's preview it. Oh, it's silver.
Good
Hey,
day.
didn't they do a thing where you don't have to go to each individual thing to see? Hey, yeah, I figured it out. Never mind.
You
Nice.
figured it. She's getting her dailies.
Mm-hmm. Me too. We'll just roll these next, so we can. Because I think we get 1,000 in-game dollars for every, for the two missions, the Titama Titan and the Wasteland Vault, which are the two daily missions.
How about an emote?
Nice.
Heroes the world over sing of my quality wares.
You're a gear vendor? Something did catch my eye.
Yeah, I completed a mission. Wasteland Vault.
Nice. Good job.
I don't know, I was just walking by and some guy had an X next to his head and I was like, no, I'll do that.
Mr. Stark wants an update on progress.
Hey, get under my way.
You get out of my way. Wait, where did you go to the thing to get the...
And the back,
Money.
back bottom. Back bottom. Back bottom.
Get my bottom back, bottom back, bottom back.
I need my bottom back. Bottom back.
Oh, won't let me steal from Stark. That's unfortunate.
No, you don't go into rooms and steal from them.
Oh.
This is not how. This ain't Far Cry.
Hey, I'm following you. Take me to
Hey,
the store.
Take me to your leader. Right here.
Hey!
Here's like the next room. You got owned.
Your squad's departing in 20.
Oh, I bought a Jane Foster emote, not a Thor emote.
Hmm. Oops. You can switch to Jane Foster if you want.
Is it gonna change what we're doing?
Nope. Nope, because D and I can still be Thor, so we'll be alright.
I want to be the little sister. Or
Be
can I
the-
be the big sister?
Like the Animaniacs. Hey,
Dot.
so Stranger Danger, have you done OLT? Question mark. OLT. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. What is OLT? I'm sure they're gonna be like, oh, it's this, and I'll be like, oh yeah, obviously.
On lips and tush.
Whoa.
Only lips and tush. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You're the one who has naked Thor running around. Figured people were asking how kinky we are.
Omega level threats. Omega level.
Oh.
We have not done the Omega level threat yet.
My dog's trying to sleep people. He's all in a dream kicking me.
We could definitely use a fourth for doing something like that. We're gonna knock out the daily missions next, I think, and then yeah. But we're going through the Tachyon event right now, just rocking through as many of those as we can get done. We've all been
Who asked
playing
that, by the way?
fours. What's that?
Who asked that?
Stranger Danger.
Stranger
Oh.
danger. I was told not to talk to you. We can make an exception.
Stranger.
Avengers, with your help,
Authority.
we've managed to zero in on a major AIM research
Oh, that's good wordplay too.
Let's take it out. You carpet bomb the
A
area
Thor?
to soften it up, and everyone goes
A
boots on
Thor
the ground to
issy.
do as much damage as we can.
Itty Thor.
Jarvis,
Itty.
we be able to cut off their
You guys are
network
so
access.
smart.
Yes.
You're the one who said it.
Data you destroy on site
Yeah,
will be
but
gone
you
forever.
acknowledged it.
Excellent.
Recognize
Wow.
the
This is our chance
genius.
to hit Monica where it hurts, right in her precious research. I'll send my best agents to help keep local security
So
busy.
Stranger Danger
A
says,
simple,
"Nice if
direct
you've been
plan.
playing this
Jarvis,
game
how hot do you
long.
think this
I've
area
been
will
playing
be?
this game for many years."
I want to say 2002 he started.
I've played this game. I haven't played this game in like many months.
2000.
I don't think the game came out until 2020.
Well, I was just implying that you were there from the beginning.
Yeah, I've been playing it for a minute. Although I haven't really explored a whole lot of the higher level content. I haven't done the raid yet. The Sonic, the Discord or whatever it
I
is.
suggest a direct approach. Enter the facility.
I think
through
we've
the
only
main
beat
entrance.
Monica.
I'm impressed
A couple
AIM are
of
able to
times.
mask facilities
Oh
such as
my
these
gosh,
from
you're talking
satellite
about that
detection.
lady in that
I'm
weird
getting
purple
reports that our
room.
bombing run
Yeah.
started
That
some fires
creates
in the
'cause she's a
facility.
witch.
Nothing
And then you
big
have to
yet,
like
but they'll
hide behind the
spread.
pillars
I
when she
should be able to
explodes.
open the gate if
Yeah,
you
that's
get
the
the coordinates
worst.
marked on your
Yeah,
HUD.
it's tough.
We're on it.
Felt like we championed that after the 8th time.
You know, once we figured out what the rules were, we were okay.
We've got a
Right.
squad in the area to lend a hand.
I mean, once we figured out what the rules were, it only took us like 4 or 5 times to get it.
Avengers are on their way.
Every time.
Every time.
We didn't use Google. You know what's so funny? When he was talking about don't use Google about the soup yesterday. Right when before he said that, I pulled up Google. He's like, don't use Google. I was like, ah, you caught me.
You can't use Google in a trivia challenge. That's no fair.
Well, I
Because then it's
figured
just
I'd
who
help
can
you
Google
guys.
faster.
Well, I wouldn't have admitted that I knew it, you know, but I would have found it out for you guys. Because both of you were like, I don't know, gazpacho?
Yeah, Gazpacho's suit made the most sense to me.
Well, I'm thinking they're talking about like in Batman, that he had the suit. I think it was Batman Returns, and he's like, it's cold, and it's like it's blah blah blah. And then maybe somebody said that's his favorite suit because it was mentioned in a movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's what Blue Beetle will be here for sure. Stranger Danger says
then
Monica is a tough boss. Of all the villains, she's top 2. Yeah.
Top 2.
Wait, who's
top
one?
It would be the
Me?
Discord, the raid, Discordians
Oh.
thing. You gotta have to have 4 players to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually I only have the 3 of us or myself and whatever I can cobble together in a quick match. Or else I'd play it more and get a lot better gear.
Is that how you get the level 50 gear?
I don't know. I imagine it's how you get much higher level gear,
Didn't
more
take
powerful
AIM long
gear.
at all to target you.
They were prepared, that's for sure.
The raid the
Heads up.
raid boss is
AIM
definitely the
sent a
top.
team to take you out, and not in a fun dinner and movie kind of way.
Yeah, but
We
you know
need
you
to
could
take
do
care of them
Monica
first.
just to
Send us their location.
We
Be
can
fun
do
to do.
whatever you want.
Just to be frustrated.
Just to
I like it.
see how good we are.
Sometimes it's just
Although Chris, we got to get you a
You're a
higher
raid
level
John.
instead of going down levels.
You going down levels?
Well, because you choose a character now that's lower level.
Oh yeah. I believe in you guys though.
Well, but it
Oh
won't
my
let us
God.
start the mission.
yeah.
Oh,
it won't
okay,
let
never
us
mind.
play.
I could be Hulk.
You should be Hulk.
Yeah, you should be Hulk. Yeah, because then we could just do whatever flip we wanted.
You could shoot anything.
I thought we were just playing flying people. We could be like family. Be like Fuller House.
Fuller House. Full Thor house.
Yeah. The Thor burns.
Oh yeah, the Thor burns. So Stranger Danger says if you ever need a 4th, I'm available. Well, get on Steam, bro.
Get on Steam. I'll play. I want
We'll
to know
hook it
what
up.
the big bad is. I'm curious.
Yeah.
You have
I'm
piqued
down.
my interest.
Although I'm not sure we'll have to friend up
There's
somehow.
the team. Nothing
Which is
fancy.
cool with
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
bring them down
Never
hard.
mind.
This is not the time to take chances.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
You know why?
Why?
Because you didn't subscribe.
Me neutralized.
Gotta follow at least the Instagram.
Nice job.
Or follow me home.
No,
Whatever.
don't follow me home, please.
You do not want Stranger Danger to follow you home. There are rules.
We're on PC.
Yeah.
Are you on PC, Stranger Danger? Hopefully.
We are.
Kind of remind me of Danger Mouse, that name. Remember Danger Mouse?
I do. The British guy with the mole.
Yeah.
Super
He's the guy
psychic.
with
Human
the
no
one
longer a
eye.
threat.
Like the one eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember
I
you had
like
that really cool car.
I like that Stranger Danger started messaging us, and we immediately were like, "Let's talk to him. We should play with him."
Well, you're
We learned nothing in grade school.
Right. Well, you know, they say that, like, Stranger Danger was one of the worst things to happen to our society.
Because we
Because
became dicks to each other.
Stay alert,
because we all
Avengers.
became afraid of
AIM
each
still
other
has
all of a
lot of
sudden.
security
You know,
in the
because
area.
it rhymed. So we all, as children, just latched onto Stranger Danger. And it's like it eliminated, like, kidnappings from, like, outside of the house. But now, like, all of the kidnappings are from family members. Because we're all so afraid of, like, oh, stay away from, you know, the strangers. Whereas really, like, 99% of the people you meet are not going to kidnap you or not going to do you harm.
Actually, do you want to hear something that's kind of messed up that I've found out recently?
Okay.
They said that
Watch
if
your backs out
you're
there. Aim's
like a
stepping up their
kid, or
game.
if you're in some sort of dangerous situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you're in an area where there's other people around, whether you escaped or you just ended up in an area where there were other people, don't go to the people who offer you help. Go to somebody who doesn't. Because the people who offer to help you are more likely to be bad people than the people who are trying to mind their own business.
Yeah, but Jesse.
I don't know about that.
You always offer help.
Yeah, totally. Because I feel like, you know, you always find that person that's, like, looking out. Like, oh, don't do that. Be careful with that. You know, like... Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know about
I'll
that.
go out of my way to help people, but apparently people did some research or whatever, and typically the people who are not offering help are more likely to be normal people than the people who are offering you help.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's not true.
Maybe.
I just see
mean-
you at the grocery store and somebody's sitting outside, and you go and
He didn't. They weren't okay.
well, that's my point. You went to go offer help.
We were at Winco, and and this lady and her kid were out front, and she looked like really like frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were on our way in, I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Our taxi hasn't shown up yet. It was supposed to be here a while ago." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is gonna be a really quick trip for us. If I'm come out and you're still out here, do you want some help?" And she's like, "That would be great." And I was like, "Okay."
Aw.
And then when we left, they were gone. So I was like, "Okay, cool."
That's good.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. So Stranger Danger is on a different platform,
dang it!
so we can't play together. But yeah, I totally agree that this game needs crossplay. That would be really nice. Because I have a lot of friends that play on like Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what it seems like everybody we know who has this game.
Yep, and all on different platforms. Because like Jay's on Xbox, right? Or is he PlayStation?
PlayStation, I think.
PlayStation, I think.
Beatles, PlayStation. Everybody get the gold chest down there?
I got a chest.
I got a chest. I don't know if it was a gold one. Oh wait, there's a chest down here that nobody's opened yet.
Ooh.
Give me that chest. See, that almost blew you up.
I got it first. Wait, did you? Wait, you blew up oxygen right next to me?
I did. Look at it.
Boom.
Oh man. Those explosions at Woodstock, man. They blew up like freaking trailers and trailer buses.
Yeah.
Why so?
Because they were ripping them off. The planning was so bad. Like they were selling water for like.
Yeah, water at that time was like 62 cents a bottle, but they were selling it at the venue for $4 a bottle, and you weren't allowed to bring your own water.
Right.
But then by the second or third day, it went to $12 per bottle.
Yeah, because it was so hot, there was no shade, and it was like 90 to 100 degrees on a couple of those days.
And all of the publicly available water was infected with feces.
Yeah. And so when the Department of Health came and checked, the Petri dish was just growing stuff.
Every single one.
While you defeat AIM's forces,
They're like the water.
will
It
hack
wasn't
into their
clear.
systems and destroy their
It
data.
smelled too. Oh no.
Yeah. Some people were like, "Yeah, it's a little tinted. It shouldn't be that bad."
Nice work, Avengers. The exit is below
A
your
little
current
tinted.
position.
It's just a little feces. It's all good. It's all good.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
a little poopy.
They were sliding in the poop mud.
Because they didn't realize that the mud was actually just the porta potties running over.
Yeah, $12 for water is insane. I totally agree. Yeah, this is from a documentary that Chris watched
AIMCOM's
on
chatter indicates they're struggling
Woodstock
to respond to our
99.
attack.
Is that right?
Yeah,
We've done everything we
Netflix.
can.
It's a Netflix.
Time to head home.
We could send a card.
Yeah, it just
you know,
came out like
apologize.
yesterday,
Dear evil mega
or 2 days
corporation,
ago, something like
sorry
that.
we destroyed your
Wow.
illegal
Talk
data.
about evil mega corporations.
Yeah.
There's
And they
the-
would not let anybody bring their own water. Like everybody
Yeah,
was just
they made them all
dehydrated.
take. They got all searched and yeah, it was the original people who did Woodstock too. They just didn't know the bands and didn't know the type of people. They thought it was going to be a love thing. And the last act of day one was Korn, and that fucking destroyed things. And then they had a rave, and then the last act on day two was Limp Bizkit, which literally broke stuff.
Yep, that doesn't surprise
And
me
then
at
the
all.
last day was Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it was so wild. Flea was naked, playing on stage the whole time.
Nice.
And then that's when the bonfires started.
Wait. My
All right, so there's a chest over here to the right
huge
we're going to
data
grab
burst.
in this hangar
It appears
here.
to be a weaponized mech.
Okay.
We need to take it
And
down.
then there's another one we're going to grab
Hard.
before we fight the boss guy here.
Hey, eyes up.
What's the boss guy? That's a
Um,
big boss.
It's a big robot.
Big robot. Is it gonna come alive soon?
Yeah.
That's
So there's
cool.
that one.
I'm gonna make sure my gear's all topped off.
Okay.
Now we're basically going to hang... Let's see.
We
Stay by
are
the
not
left wall here.
I am here with you. Do you know who sang that song, Michael?
Prepare yourselves.
Primus?
No.
I have no idea.
Panic at the Disco.
Mm.
No. You are not alone. That's Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I am here with you.
Okay. See, I think your genius was so magnificent
You just
that
overwhelmed
I just
us.
couldn't tell. I was like, oh my goodness.
That has to be.
Michael Jackson.
Sounds like. Okay, wait. How do we trigger the big bad now?
All right. So I think
Oh, laser's after me.
he's
Lasers.
triggered, and so what we gotta do is just beat all of his weak points.
He's triggered.
Where's he at?
He's by where I'm at.
And me.
I just got shot when I was trying to challenge whoever shot me. That's so cool. We're all flying on this flying guy.
Yeah, it
Never
makes it a lot
flying-
easier. So now we gotta destroy these fire vents on each
I'm
side.
helping. And I help.
And I helped. It's Hamburger Helper, and I helpered.
Actually, we should eat hamburger helper.
You don't like hamburger helper.
I do like hamburger. Do you like hamburger helper?
Oh, I love the helper.
I love hamburger helper.
There's also
I just
tuna
know it's
helper.
bad for you.
I don't know if I trust that.
Well, I know it doesn't have tuna in it. It's just obviously a spice powder that you mix in with your tuna.
Weak point detected.
Oh, fair enough. You know what is weird about me?
I
like
mean,
pepperoni.
are we
There's
just-
a lot of things.
randomly. You know what's weird about me? Yeah, I do. Actually.
Wait, I need you to be more specific. I love pastaroni. Well, I don't love pastaroni. I like pastaroni. I hate rice-a-roni. Rice-a-roni could die in a fire, but pastaroni is delicious.
Oh, interesting.
did
Like
I
all
like the
flavors of
San Francisco-
rice-a-roni?
I think it's just because as a kid there was a period of time where we only ate like certain food groups, and one of those times, the only food group we really ate was
Rice-a-roni?
it was rice-a-roni, and it was like, eh.
Oh. Well, for starters, I wasn't aware that rice-a-roni was now a food group.
It wasn't for us at the time.
Right? It's like vegetable, animal, mineral, rice-a-roni.
No, our food groups at the time were boxed mac and cheese, chicken over rice,
Thank you for helping
pasta or rice-a-roni, or top ramen. Those were the main food groups. And then we leveled up and pizza became a food group.
Right? Oh man, I love it when pizza becomes a food group. Like, that's when you know you're doing it
I
right.
loved it for a really long time, and then I realized that it was a terrible thing, and now I have trouble eating pizza.
Oh, I get
It
that.
sucked.
I totally get it. Like, there's some pizzas like I just can't do anymore. Like, I can't do a Domino's pizza.
Jane needs
Just can't do it. Can't do like Papa John's. Like, it's just I can't do it. Too many nights of drinking and Papa John's, or Little Caesar's Pizza. Like, I'm like, I mean, I can, but can we choose something else?
Yes. Do I want to?
Right.
No.
Arby's. It's like, is there a bathroom close by? All those things from your youth when you're like, I'm too lazy to cook, I'm gonna go get this, and then you realize, oh god, what was I thinking? Or any morning when you're like, I'm gonna get McDonald's for breakfast.
We just had McDonald's like.
Oh my
couple
god, I
days
got
ago.
McDonald's for dinner and then I regretted it. And then we put it in the fridge, which you should never do. And then Chris said that he was eating off of the ones in the fridge until I threw the rest away. But
Yeah. I think the best thing I've learned about fast food, I learned from Chris, actually, is that, like, no matter what you get, like, just take it, put it in the oven
Put it
when
in
you
a
get
burrito.
home, and then, put it in a tortilla. Just wrap it in a tortilla
Yeah.
with some sour cream,
Yeah.
it'll be good.
you can tortilla pretty much anything.
Yeah.
You got it.
That should be a T-shirt. Can tortilla almost anything.
Not Top 10 Gaming. We tortilla everything while we play with ourselves.
Tortilla. Tortilla.
Wait.
everything.
Good job.
Send some
Alright, we
message
got
to
it.
AIM.
Nice.
Hey, we did it!
Yeah.
Their backup.
I literally just stood on the top of it and
Sounds
hit stuff the
We've
whole
done
time.
everything we can
Perfect.
That's good.
Telling my people to head back. For real this time.
Me too.
Really real.
That felt good.
For reals.
Oh, dag. We almost did it.
Nothing
and
like
beyond.
carpet bombing AIM, smashing up their stuff to help a person feel like they've had a productive day.
You said it, Commander.
We only got a
Thanks
2
again,
on defeat
everyone.
warship?
The more we
Well,
hammer
'cause you
AIM's
kept on
research,
dying.
the weaker they'll get.
I never
Works for
died!
me.
Oh, that was me then.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was me then. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
turn
makes
that
sense.
off. Hopefully.
Hey,
Yay.
I wish I could combine my gear for higher level gear. Like, I have 2 140s.
Mhm.
I mean, I have more than 2 140s, but what if I could just combine them? And then I could have this one have pimp particles, and this one can have toxins. And
You're
then
gonna
this one
switch
can
to
have-
Hulk?
oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, be Hulk.
Mr. Fix-It, give me a problem.
You are a problem.
I am a problem that I don't like bottom.
He's a top only. Sorry, all you guys that like bottoms.
Bottoms.
This is a top.
Yep.
It's a top and not a bottom.
On and on, my friend.
Project Omega is being developed at this
I
location.
didn't know if you were doing
We've been scanning for cosmic
the song
radiation
that
ever
never
since we
ends.
returned from
We're
the
probably
future.
weirding out
You
Stranger
believe this is where
Danger.
Monica's working
No,
on the
he's
prototype?
stranger
Yes.
and more dangerous
The
than us.
radioisotope detected are at
Right now he's
99.8%
dangerous. Right now he's
to the cosmic
dangerous.
So the crazy mad
No, no,
scientist
it's a he.
lady actually was
Why are you
trying to
judging
save
him?
the world with this
Okay,
system.
my goodness. I meant she. I meant they.
Fails and wrecks Earth anyway.
And it's way too unstable and powerful to leave in
Could be
Mike's
Lucy in the other room. You never know.
Get that weapon away from her in the present.
I mean, yeah,
we can
probably.
use it in the future.
No, if it was Lucy, he would be trolling.
And we
Stranger
find a good
Danger
way to
seems
stop the
cool.
creep.
And you have a plan to
Stranger
stop.
Danger's asking
Damn
questions.
right.
Making statements?
Assuming.
If you like the content, don't forget to follow.
If you don't like the content, follow up with us on that.
Yeah,
Let
why
us,
don't you just comment? Comment. Just say something.
yeah, just be like, I'm gonna follow you out of spite, and we'll be like, all right, we've learned our lesson.
Follow you out of hate. If you need to rage follow us, be sure to hit the
Rage
button
follow.
below.
Would you like Jesse to stop singing randomly? Give us a follow.
Nearly there, Mr.
Press 1 now.
Project
Right.
Omega's development
Ring
Would
that
you like
notification
more?
bell. Right? Well, and for every follow we get, I'm going to open up one of these Funko boxes. I've got a bunch
yeah,
of
we
Funko
get
boxes
Funko
back here that I need to get open, and I'll open a box for every follower we get. We're only looking for one this weekend. It's important to set achievable goals. Don't want to just jump straight for the fitty. No, you bald.
mean,
you got bald Hulk.
Yeah, I got wife beater Hulk.
Did you get wife beater Hulk or basketball tee Hulk?
I was gonna get wife beater Hulk, but I saw.
Hey! Yay!
Did we
Stranger
get-
Danger followed.
Hey,
Yay! You got the hint.
we weren't talking to you. We were talking to anybody.
We were talking to anybody. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and open up a Funko then while we're waiting. Yep. Well, we gotta let the game load. I'm gonna skip past these little guys. I want to open up this this guy. I think you gotta get that in the marketplace. Go in the marketplace. Okay, so here's this. It's a Walmart box, so it's one of the comics. And I'm hoping... Oh, this is good timing. Close. Nope. I don't know if you guys are seeing it yet. Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, it's the Thor first appearance comic book cover. Walgreens, Walmart exclusive. He's battling some kind of reptilians. The most exciting superhero of all time, introducing the Mighty Thor. Oh, that's interesting that he's the Mighty Thor. I thought Jane Foster was the Mighty Thor. Originally, that was always how it's been. It's pretty cool. Thor! Thanks, Stranger Danger. Welcome to the community. You can be now part of our madness on a weekly basis. We did. All right. Oh. Huh. Journey into Mystery. Number 83, looks like. Yeah. Okay. Oh, like Korg, I see.
The first appearance, it was Thor versus those type of creatures. That's how Korg became a character in Ragnarok.
Stranger Danger says, so if I unfollow and follow again, does that count?
No, but we would. I like your tenacity.
Yeah, I like how you're thinking, but let's not do that. Because I don't think that it would unfollow the poll.
I think it would confuse our metrics, and then we'd never get to 50.
Right, and then I'd get all kinds of Funkos open.
Oh, did you guys leave?
Yep.
Oh yeah, abandonment. I'm killing the bad guys.
Where you at, Hulk? So Hawkeye's also got a healing power too, so that'll be beneficial for us, I think. I mean, presuming he uses it.
But he's the NPC. He's smart.
Hello.
Not bad.
Did you guys get the chest on top of the cargo container? I just marked it.
What do you need?
It's right behind you, Chris.
What is it? Can you show me? Show me.
Oh, I see now.
Oh, you're just bored? Okay.
He's a bored dog.
He says, I know it doesn't, but I definitely would if it did.
I appreciate you.
Right.
I also...
Did you get the chest?
No, I couldn't find it. Where did you say it was?
It's right by
Next
Hulk.
to me. I'm standing on it.
Following Hulk.
Right, we're both standing right next to it.
Boop. Got it.
Nice.
Hey.
I tried to
Blue
kill
shorts. Man, so rude.
I feel like I'm gonna go, like... One, I feel like I'm gonna win a bunch of rounds at the gym.
Let's get over here.
Do not stand a chance.
Okay, that looks bad.
Hey, buddy, you got another one of those fancy explanations?
Of course.
Nope.
We're witnessing a form of electromagnetic radiation.
I'm gonna wait. I want to go to the question mark.
Fluctuations are very alarming.
We're definitely in the right place.
Body slam! How did you not get hit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide behind the health container.
The question mark is a bunch of bad guys.
Very cool. We'll be there in a second.
That's the answer.
Nice.
Oh, I'll drive him.
Nice. Hulk's like, I've been here the whole time. I didn't just come in right at the end and kill him.
My kill.
Let's see, where's Thor at?
Ooh, I see another one. I see another one. And another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Da-da-da. And another one down, and another one down.
Another one snorts some dust.
Hey, He's gonna sneeze on you.
Oh yeah.
Another one bites at the head. There's a treasure chest.
Nice. Oop. Oop. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Where are you guys at?
Killing the bad guys. Where
We're
you
by
at?
all of the chests.
I am jumping on rocks.
Where is that chesty?
It's over here in the corner.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
I don't like you guys that flag.
Pretty
Oh.
fly for a fly guy.
You're pretty fly for a blue shorts guy.
We're at aim.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I see you.
See your true color.
There's the chest there to your right. That's behind
To
you.
the
now.
right, to the right.
Over here. Over here.
It's marked.
Follow the blue shorts. Boop.
Follow the sexy blue bottom.
I can't see you from down there.
Stranger
boxer.
asks, what's your
I'm a-
Thor build? Are you going for anything specific or just higher level gear? My Thor build is based on getting his heroics as damaging as possible, as well as doing as much stun damage as possible.
My Thor build is
6-pack based.
Six-pack
box
based.
shorts. I'm really bad at blocking. I'm more of like a berserker. I just go in there and hit all the things. So my Thor build is based off of I need him to passively regain health. So and have very high natural defenses, so that I can be very heavy-handed and beat the heck out of things. It's mostly close range and passive health based.
Are you just jibber jabbering?
I'm jibber jabbering.
You're
I jibber jabber every day long day.
your cat. Are you throwing that at you or is that him?
That's just me.
Where's he at?
Oh hey, there's another question mark. He's going by the question mark.
He's across the river.
Through the woods. To grandmother's house we go.
YB! YB! Did you steal my YB?
No, but something went wrong. The game has written.
Did you crash?
No, I'm still in, I think. It just, something happened. A warning went on my screen, an error message.
Ooh, I got some good gear.
Nice. But yes, for the most part, we're grinding for gear right now. Just doing through the Tachyon Surge. Because you can get a lot of gear. Should we head inside now, or do you want to do, are there more question marks? Oh, there's one closer to the entrance.
I threw a rock at you.
Is there another question mark?
Yeah, there is. It's by the diamond, though. The white diamond.
Oh, I see.
And there's a chest up here I just marked if you guys see Hulk's on his way.
I'm on my way. La da 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 da.
Poor Hulk.
Hulk has to jump and stuff.
He says, slow down! You're making me
Look,
angry.
I beat you.
You would think Hulk would have like a super run.
Yeah, right? Like super
Cause
speed.
Yeah, because he ran very fast in the movies and stuff in the comics. That's why he could jump so far, is because he's
Oh,
super
there's two
strong.
question marks over here.
Nice.
What's the
Follow you,
answer?
D.
Well, one's further away.
Ooh, look at that gate. So much for inconspicuous. Yeah,
We gotta take out those guys
isn't
first, don't
exactly
we?
part of AIM's vocabulary.
Yep.
People are gonna witness me.
While we're at it, shall we?
Witness me! Wow, what are all these people doing over here?
some Thor action happening here.
Oh yeah.
We're having a Thor
Don't
way.
you know?
Clapping.
Nice. Look at that. You know it's gonna be a bad day when you got a Hulk on your shoulders.
Hulk keeps grabbing on my head. That makes a really bad day, don't it?
Yes. I don't know. Okay. Well, we just have the lesson now.
Kill the bad guy!
Kill the bad guy.
There's so much green! Wait, are they just gonna keep spawning? Is there some sort of other thing we're supposed to be doing as well? Oh no, we got them all.
Doormen are down.
Doormen are
The
down.
signature originates far underground.
Good job, Hawkeye.
As indicated
I was like, I'm here too, guys.
below.
I also
How
exist.
do we get there?
The bunker overhead
So imagine there's
contains
probably a
a
chest
personnel
over
elevator.
here. Could be not, but I think there is. Stranger Danger says Hulk should be the fastest when he sprints, and his jump should be able to clear buildings with ease.
You should. I'm not wrong.
Yep,
I
you're not
think I
wrong.
should be in. I think I should be in charge of game development now.
Right? They need to hire you.
Yes.
Crystal Dynamics, I know you're watching right now, so we've solved all of your problems. Just get Chris
Hello,
to...
lurker.
There wasn't that many problems to solve, but
I mean, Chris is a problem.
But Chris will,
I don't know if
Chris will
he's
create more
solvable.
problems for you to solve.
I come up with solutions.
Yeah, that
to
beam
problems that don't
way worse
exist.
up close.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's so far ahead of your
definitely
time
eco-unfriendly.
that I'm solving
You're
problems that
behind
haven't
the
started yet.
I call upon the Bifrost!
There's a lot of chests in this level.
What be?
So one of the things we have to do is we have to double finale a boss, one of these bosses. So you need two people to wipe it at the same time.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah. It is a blast. It's my favorite. I love it.
So what is it? What did we do? 1, 2, 3, go?
Well, I think it's like one person YBs and then the game kind of like waits for a second and it gives you an opportunity to get somebody else in there
Ah,
before
I
it
see.
starts like the YB animation.
Yeah, opportunities knock. You better answer.
Man, I had the weirdest dream last night.
What's it
What
about?
was it about?
The coast is clear.
I borrowed a truck from somebody that I
work,
used to
Hawkeye.
work
You
with
been practicing?
in like 2007
Practice playing cardio.
Alright.
and took it to Fred Meyer's. There's 2 chests before we get in the elevator, just FYI. And as I was backing into the spot, somebody hit the back of the car and dented it. And so I put the emergency brake on the car to get out to talk to the person, and when I did, the car like took off into the street and caused
wow.
like a ton of damage, like hit several other vehicles. And the police came, and the police were like, "You're a drunk drug addict. You shouldn't be driving. This is all your
Avengers.
fault, and you're
Always a
gonna
thorn
have
in
to
my
like
side.
deal with all of
Monica,
these
you're
problems
on the
now
wrong
because
side of
of
history, Bart.
what you did with the car."
You should have stayed with AIM. when
And
you
I
had
was
the
like,
chance.
no, I'm not. I swear I'm not. Like, look, I have a job. I swear I have a job. You know, and so I was trying to like convince them that I had a job because I guess that means you're not a drunk drug addict.
Anything you could have
Which,
Right.
I mean, you know, I work with some weird people.
I do not like the sound of that.
And
Yeah, that's proven. Okay.
and so then I somehow ended up at this like ramshackle house with another family, and I was trying to load up the website for work that has my information on it to prove that I'm not a drunk drug addict and I don't have to like deal with like all of these problems. You know, like the car just did it. It wasn't my fault that, you know, I mean, I put on the emergency brake, you know, but the police wouldn't believe me. And then they found a half bottle of bourbon in the car, which isn't my
Oh
car.
my god. But it's your friend's car.
Because it's my friend's car, but it doesn't matter. Like, they're like, well, you can't have an
Like
open
this-
bottle of bourbon in your car. Of course you're a drunk addict. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you don't understand.
This kind of proves our point. You're like, no, wait.
Right? And that was just it. Like, there was, of course, there's almost never solutions to dreams.
Right, and you just wake up and you're just completely frustrated.
And I'm just like, God damn it. Yeah, so that was my weird dream last night.
I mean, that sucks.
But it was totally the, like, loss of control was the, was the underlying of the whole dream. Like, why can't I get this to work? Why can't I, whatever. Am I going the right way? Nope. You guys are, though. That's good.
That's good. I'm just throwing stuff at people.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a dream like that. What was
Security
it?
lockdown up ahead. Expect
2 days ago,
heavy
2 days ago?
resistance.
Kind of.
It can't
Back
ever
in the
be
military.
easy. Monica's
Had a
trying
bag
her
of
best
weed
to
on my
stall
desk or whatever.
She'll have to try harder then.
Just like, them knowing. And then being threatened about going to jail. And it's just like, oh god, dude. How did this happen?
Right. It's just a bag of weed.
Yeah,
It's not like it's tons of cocaine. So for this one, you have to stand on the pressure plates to expose the core, and then you got to hit the core with
on
your
a button.
ranged weapon. Use your ranged.
Boom.
I just slapped.
New button.
Coming. Where you guys at?
I'm looking for another button. Getting my butt
Button,
kicked.
Button muffin.
Yeah, speaking of drugs, button. Who's got the button?
Well, I see this button.
Found a button?
Found a button. Does it do anything?
So it should open up a core in the wall in front of you some way, and you got to like hit it with your hammer.
Oh, I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Or there you go. It's right. You're not. Nice.
I got off of it.
I think we
Not
destroyed
seeing
it. Oh no, it's still
Did we?
there. It's still there.
I was gonna say, I saw a couple.
So now we just got to find B.
I don't. Oh wait, I found it. Oh, balls.
That's the B for balls.
B for balls.
Got it.
Nice. Good job. It's getting warm in here. I'm starting to sweat into my eyeballs.
Oh jeez. That
So
sounds.
now we got to kill everybody.
Oh, I could do that.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Kill everybody.
Everyone.
It's a Simpsons
What are you
quote.
waiting for? Do it.
Do it now. Fight them good. Fight those villains just like you should.
Their neck, their back.
Every second counts, people.
Break
Keep
their
it moving.
bones and
then
don't hold
slap.
back.
Don't hold back.
Are you guys making that up, or is that a thing?
No, it's a song.
It's a very dirty song, but we made it appropriate for this game.
You never heard that song, Lil Kim? Your neck, your back, lick my and my crack.
Oh my.
You know, you never heard that song?
No, I haven't.
Do it now, lick it
Do it
good,
good.
lick that peep just like you
It's
should.
good.
Right
Right
now, do it good.
Oh,
Wow.
we're going the wrong way?
No,
I think
that was the
so.
beginning.
Yeah, that song just confused me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, wait,
an
what's
old
happening?
90s.
You're licking my crack? I mean, okay, but...
You're licking her front and her back.
Oh, nice.
Lil Kim.
Are you not entertained?
Oh no.
There's a chest up here, too.
Please.
It's marked.
I should be able to jump through the roof and crash through the other ceiling.
Well, I think there's water all around us, or space, maybe?
Additional energy
Well, I still could be able to do
We're
that.
surrounded by stuff that you're not allowed to be pulled around.
And so I think if you did that, we would all be in a lot of trouble. We need to get like sucked out into
We need
space
you to suppress your Hulk instincts.
or drowned in
Well, you
cosmic
guys
waters.
are gods.
I mean,
You guys are
you're not
gods.
wrong. What about Hawkeye though?
Oh,
Poor
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
You can't just kill Hawkeye because you
Ooh,
want to jump through the
I'm
roof.
always down.
Oh wow, I don't know who this green dude is, but I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ivy.
You took my YB.
I know, you deserved
It's
it.
clear. Project Omega should be behind those doors.
Ooh, dodgy, dodgy.
AIM has initiated a test run of the Cosmic Cube.
Hey, lasers.
There's a gold chest up here.
How did you get in that room?
You go around the corner and up the stairs.
Oh, I remember.
No, there's 2 chests close up here.
Hey. Do, do, do.
Definitely get that gold one.
I really liked your sensor. Your beep.
You like my beep?
Yeah, that was funny. That was good.
Why, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
I appreciate your appreciation.
What in the world?
What in the world?
Okay, so this one gets confusing because I think you have to like.
The rocket people.
Oh no, I like this one.
Okay.
It's progressive. You have to kill the different parts of it.
Yeah.
Boom! I threw a rock at him.
Hell yeah.
I threw him on the ground.
And then I smashed him with a rock.
That's not my father. That's
a cell phone. Get out of here.
Did nothing to nobody.
Good job, Hawkeye. D is under attack.
No, not D.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boom! What's up? I'm here. I'm getting
Save.
stuck in a void.
Saved by the Deviant.
D
D
saved
saved
the
D.
D. It's a double D.
Double D.
Watch this clap. Boom!
Hawkeye's is about to go down.
Going where? Hawkeye just walked in the mix.
I've reached the system.
I died.
We breached the
Alright.
system. Now we have to destroy the vents, I think,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. You just look up and then
Oh,
break stuff.
wait, what?
The energy levels are rising by the minute.
We are doing this
Destroying the
again?
power conduits
We must
drawing
have
energy from the cube.
failed.
I'm getting major
Bullshit.
A-Day vibes.
Okay,
Clint.
maybe there's a timer we missed or something.
Energy shields down.
Oh, wait.
Attack those power conduits.
I'm done. Hulk down.
Got one.
You want to be a
Hit the
good
power
character?
conduit.
Hulk and tidy whities. That'd be funny.
That would be very funny.
Diaper Hulk.
Oh no, we're not doing it again. Now we have to destroy the vents. I think maybe it just took a minute or something?
Well done. Power conduits are exposed.
Power conduits.
See, if I was in charge of game development, I wouldn't let this happen.
Yeah, how would you stop it?
Yep. How would I stop
How
it?
would you stop it from happening?
I would tell programs to do the damn job. From what I've learned from where I work in corporate,
You turn into a
you just
Tron
tell
environment.
people what to do.
Oh,
Just tell
that's.
them what to do.
Is that how it works?
That's what I was told in my last
Oh,
review.
wow. See, I always thought you were supposed to show people what to do, so
Yeah,
that
you
they
know, I thought so too.
can do it well. But
I
I
thought
doubt,
so,
although it's
too.
not been my experiences with jobs either. Like usually they're like, you need to do this. Can you show me how? No, but you need to do it to my exact specifications. But I won't tell you those specifications until after you're done.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we'll see how well you've done on this thing that I don't know how it's supposed to be done or how it is supposed to end. And I'm not
I'm not
cynical
gonna do
or
it.
anything about that. That's legitimately how it works.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got blown.
Oh, lucky you.
Uh-oh. Wait.
That's usually a good thing, I think.
Barriers are down.
Completed that part of the
The
mission.
containment cube is susceptible to
Okay,
damage.
so now we gotta do the cube.
Okay, I got a rock.
Each of the sides. Oh my god.
Done.
That was the rock.
Thor just no,
Wow.
that was me. I mean, yeah, you good job, man. Good job.
Good job!
Good
I threw a
job.
rock at it.
You got it with a rock.
Hey, Grant.
What the
Nice
hell
for
is
you to
going
show
on?
up, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
Contained within the cube would give the holder almost
Grant says,
unlimited
"Hey,
power.
my Thor is a lady, and she carries me around like a pizza box."
Win.
I would like to be carried around by a lady Thor.
Attacking her won't
You don't
do
want
much.
to
Punch her.
cube is capable of.
Stay alive.
I'm gonna run away.
So this is where there's like a bunch of different like clones of Monica, and we just got to like beat just the one with the skull.
Taking you down.
You're just a small
I'm hitting it with rock.
Hit with rock. Hit with rock.
Get the bad girl. Lady. Woman.
Trans, binary, non-gendered.
Uh-oh, is it about to come down? Yep.
Yep. Now she's in the center. Get her in the center.
Get her, get her, get her, get her.
I threw a rock. Now hide behind a column. Ooh.
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 Am I the only one up?
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
Come on, get up.
Save me, save me, save me.
I am. Give me a second.
That's not me.
Oh, okay.
I got her.
think
I got
that
her.
was
I'll
you.
go get D. You work on Monica. I got D.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay, go.
Trying to get out of here.
Get out of here.
You're battling me.
Where's Monica who counts? There she is.
I got her
Right
tagged.
next to me.
Okay.
I'm attacking her like a wild wombat.
Nice.
Mongoose.
The wongoose.
The mongoose bat, bat. Okay, so now I think in the center she's gonna about to be vulnerable.
Okay, grab a big rock and chuck it.
Cosmic energy is
Okay, I'm gonna go behind a pillar.
God damn it. I mean, gosh
I got
darn
Hawkeye.
it.
I got naked.
I'm up.
The world doesn't need Avengers. AIM will save this world. I will save it.
Can make a tornado.
Is that you? I'm in a time bubble.
I'm in a time bubble.
It's
Murder
this
bubble?
weird psychedelic thing. That sounds bad. Try and stop her.
I threw a rock at you. Punch.
Where'd she go? Is she down?
charging up again.
Oh, center. Get her in the center.
Up center. Rock! And get behind it. Boom!
Most of us lived.
Yay!
Yes, get
Good
some
job.
life, get
Good
some
job,
life.
most of us.
I can see you.
Ah, what about? No, 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 no,
There's
no, no, no,
this,
no, no.
Weird.
I'm throwing a big
and
rock.
it's getting bigger.
All right, we got one of them down.
Up, big rock. Okay, get behind. Get behind. Throw a rock. Throw a rock.
Hit with stick. Hit with stick. Aim for the head. You get crits in the head.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got her.
Yep, I think we got it.
First try.
Yay!
Yeah. Stranger danger, don't doubt us.
We did it. Da, 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 da.
I've come too far.
I've got so much and got so far. What?
And in the end, it kind of mattered.
Kind of.
A little
Kind
bit.
of a little bit.
Hawkeye!
Shot you with an arrow.
We're already dead. That's what I would have said. And he wakes up back on the ship.
With a little cube and some
Instead of
glasses.
taking the cosmic cube, he goes for the glasses.
What just happened?
Katie,
What did you do?
my old man me died.
I
We won?
think I just saved the day.
Acting.
I hope.
Acting!
It's because you guys are actors.
He's like, I
Nice.
think we saved the day.
Nice. So Stranger Danger says, as Thor, stand on her shield and activate your Bifrost just before her shield goes down.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So appreciate that. Grant says, how's it going? It's going great. We're having an awesome stream. We've gotten our follower goal for the weekend already. We got to open up a Funko box.
But if anybody else wants to follow us, we got more Funko.
We got more Funko boxes that can be opened. So I'll show this guy
Reminder.
again. So I opened up this Thor. My camera's flipped, so the words are all backwards, but it's the comic first comic cover version of Thor Funko Pop. So thank you for Stranger Danger for letting us open that guy. And I got 2 more boxes right here waiting for followers, and I got 2 more boxes back there, one from Amazon, one from Walmart. This one's a Hot Topic, and this is a pop in a box, which actually I'm really curious and want to open because I'm pretty sure this is one of the Sean's Fund, or it's one of the, where you buy it and they donate part of the money to a charity event. So I want to get that one open too. So hopefully we'll get some more followers as the afternoon goes on.
Yeah, how many followers are we at now?
I don't know.
27?
I think we're at like 6,042. No.
Oh, we're at 6.k.
Yeah, right.
That's what it was, yeah.
Right. We're just cresting the million mark. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at 20, maybe 30 something by now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is pretty rad. So you guys should have gotten some really cool equipment. So definitely look into your equipment. Look for the exotics. They have like the brown glow around them.
Oh, I like the brown glow.
Yeah, because those are the ones that are really like, everything else is nice and all, but the exotics are the ones
Yeah.
that are really, really worth like working for.
Yeah, I got my exotics on.
Yeah.
Call me Exotic Hulk.
Okay, exotic Hulk.
Yeah, that's why I have a wife beater on and a shaved head.
Yeah, 34 million. Stranger Danger looked. We're at 34 million followers.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 142.
Oh, nice.
Boom, and an exotic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant says, of course, if you haven't followed us yet, you should, because we're awesome. And we have our little awesome animations that play.
You should scoot over.
Here's one awesome animation right now.
Animation.
I could do this all day.
Yay, we're back.
Back.
I think I'm going to just stow these for now. Because I've got one that does shock when I do signature attacks and shock when I do power attacks, which fills up the stun meter really quickly, which gives you YBs faster. It has a lot of stats, and then I also have a Vibranium one, but it doesn't do just Vibranium on power attacks. Which I always like it when they have, like, like this one. I know you guys can't see, but on stream they can. How it has Cosmic for pinning and cosmic for ranged power attacks, as opposed to this one, which just does cryo for ranged power attacks, and you don't get a second one. But that's just I like to min-max the elemental damage whenever I can. And then these I'm just probably going to throw away. Again, I'm hunting for the yellows, because Valor is part of basically all your stats except for defense. So the more Valor you get, the more your stats, the better your stats will be all the way around. Alright, so we got to do, let's see, 2 more hives, a war zone in Wakanda, which we might be able to do now that you're 150. Threat zone, drop zone. So let's see if we can knock out one of these, a couple of these war zones in Wakanda. I also need to take a restroom break. All I do is pin, no matter what.
Pin, what?
With Thor.
What?
Thor, pin with Thor's hammer.
Oh.
Because, yeah, you can do, like, you get some of the equipment where it's like he does damage when they're pinned. Let's see. So let's go ahead and load this one up. And then I'm going to switch over to a little bit of gameplay footage while we all run to the restroom real fast, and we'll be back shortly.
See you guys in a bit.
I'm ready to nap. I don't care what you guys think.
Oh, you readied up wrong, and so now he's gonna come back from the potty and in the thing.
Oh, my bad.
Greetings, Avengers. Resistance Intel has identified the location of another shield vault. AIM appears to be in the area, likely seeking the same thing. Find the vault and recover its resources before our enemies have a chance to find it. I don't have the exact location of the vault. Your signal detector should pick up a shield frequency when you get close to its location. Scout out the area ahead of you to locate it. Don't these guys ever learn? Don't worry, enough of these go around.
Yep.
Sounds like Captain America again. And
Claude
up
just
with
took over a piece of
There
Wakandan
we
technology. You need to get there now.
I'm just looking at my crystals if you still needed to do stuff.
Yeah, do you need to work on your equipment or anything?
Do you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Are you good?
Hold on.
Nope. Blue shorts needs a moment.
Blue shorts need a moment.
So yeah, Grant, Little 52 Grant, I follow a lot. But he used to play Total War, the Japanese Total War. I can't remember which one it's called. But Grant had all this awesome historical knowledge about that time period. And I remember it being like, wow, that's really freaking cool. I really appreciate having that, like, history lesson while playing a historical game like that.
It's pretty cool.
I'm also a nerd for learning, so...
Okay, I'm back in.
Alright.
I love history.
I love being a nerd.
I would never consider myself a nerd. I'm not smart enough to be a nerd.
Either. But I mean, you do nerd out on things, so...
Yeah, I guess, but...
I mean, you're a comic nerd. I would consider you a comic book nerd.
I wouldn't.
I feel like this.
I think I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none, so I would never have a master's name of certain things. Like, I'm not a comic nerd, like, but I know comic book stuff. But I don't actually buy comic books and read comic books, and
that was fun to watch.
And the comic books I did read were always just like they were never in order.
Well, I think it's hard to get comic books in order.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, oh, I mean, now it's on Wolverine. Oh, now it's on, you know, now it's on this comic, and now it's on X-Men, and now it's in Spider-Man. And so you have to, like, seriously bounce around with the comic books to try to figure out, like, to follow the storylines.
And that's how I got into it, because they knew the business was getting better, and they decided to, like, do so many different names and characters and hire on people that, like, I get lost. I just get whatever that's cool, that is affordable. Some were just more expensive than others, and I was like, you know, I could get 2 of these or 1 of these. And But I do like the stories. I like the characters, you know.
Grant says, I still try to do historical facts if I do my homework. Yepers.
I wanted to be a history teacher when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I did a bunch of history in college, too.
Yeah, what was your favorite history? Favorite era?
Mesoamerican, like the start of it. Like, I like to learn about the Hispanic culture, you know, because of, you know, my mom being from Chihuahua and all.
Wait, your mom's from Chihuahua?
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Is that a place?
Yeah, Chihuahua, Mexico.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I've always just heard that as the dog, as a breed.
Yeah.
No, it's a huge fucking...
Wow.
How have we been together as long as we have, and I didn't know that your mom was from a place called Chihuahua?
I just figured you knew that.
I did not. Now I do.
Right? I mean, you could literally fill the planet with things I don't know.
I mean, same.
Right?
I just, you know, I always like, she's Mexican, and people go, where's she from? And I was like, Chihuahua. I couldn't tell you, I've never been there. I know we have family kind of still in that said area. But
so what time period do you find yourself most drawn to?
I want to lie and say the Aztecs era, you know, but I really do like the Mayan civilization, and you would think they were close to each other, but they weren't.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. I mean, like, geographically, kind of, you know, but historically, not even close.
Right.
And, you know, I don't know. Like, I know more about Hispanic culture and history than I do about European history because I felt like I was more connected to Hispanic culture than I was to European.
I found a treasure chest.
So when people tell me more about European culture, the only thing I got to refer off of is movies and shit.
Right.
And half those times they're not even playing the same ethnicity, but I don't know, you know? Like fucking Sean Connery was a British James Bond agent. Like, I would have never guessed that he was Scottish or anything. I thought, oh, okay, whatever. I guess he's British.
Oh, because I see.
He's, you know, he's playing a character.
He's playing a British character.
Yeah. And so I knew a little bit about European stuff, but not until I went to Greece. And did I see how big their countries are and the diversity and how they are divided. And then I started paying attention to the migration of man I think once you realize everybody's somewhat similar but different and throughout time, you kind of want to know where it started from and how they migrated. And I think it kind of explains the cultures, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And the growth of them.
Yeah. Oh, I really think history is very entertaining, but also I think people make history boring.
Yeah, history
You know?
can be really boring if you're not careful.
Yeah, but there's certain, like, I've noticed, like, YouTube channels that make history fun, and they use, like, all the information they can. It's not like a textbook, which might have, like, an image or 2 images of something. Like,
Alright guys, right over here there's a treasure chest.
You and your treasure.
Did you mark it?
I tried like 4 times.
It's on a hill.
I see it. Oops,
On
I'm
a
gonna mark-
plateau.
There's one up here too. I'm just gonna mark it.
Oh, I see.
What about you,
Yeah,
D? You got a favorite period in history?
None shall defeat the god of thunder.
No.
I wish I did.
Oh yeah, so Grant says, yeah, Chihuahua is a state right on the border, right next to New Mexico and Texas.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he says the
My
Inca,
family came.
the Inca before enduring contact are super interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the whole, you know, Southern American story and the migration and how they, you know. My cousin's from Venezuela. He just, that's the dude who works for Blizzard. Did I tell you about that?
Could you take a look?
No, you didn't. No, you
No,
did. You totally did.
Yeah. I thought I did.
I was just being silly.
But, yeah, he's from Venezuela.
Huh.
And, like, just having family from Venezuela and from Mexico and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, having it being Eugene.
He came into America
That
proper
made
like
Bastille,
2
I'm
years ago.
sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. He finally got his wife in America and
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't know when if I'd have power or food. Now I'm fucking working under Blizzard kind of. He's like,
It's weird.
That's funny.
He definitely has imposter syndrome, which I feel bad about, but
What's
he
imposter
deserves
syndrome?
it.
I've heard that said often.
Well, he thinks, you know, that he might not feel like he made it properly, and he feels like an imposter.
Hmm.
where you feel like your accomplishments or whatever that you've achieved, you didn't deserve, and that you're posing as somebody who does that job or activity as opposed to actually being one.
I get you.
And you worry people are gonna find you out for not being as good as.
Aw.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's sad.
That's why I always put myself down. I will never get imposter syndrome.
People
I'm
are
like, I don't know, man. I touch cameras and stuff.
It's like you're worried that somebody who actually does that job is gonna come up and be like, "You don't do this job.
Yeah, you don't know this information.
You don't know what
like
you're doing. I'm a professional. You're not a professional."
When, in my eyes, he's, you know, like, I know the guy personally, and the dude's
really
smarter
cool.
than hell, like, could rip on a guitar like madman, you know, like, very smart. Like, and if he was able to make a video game, or help create a video game with a company that they decided to buy,
Like, he
then,
deserves whatever.
yeah, you proved yourself, dude. Like, they don't just, in my eyes, they just don't buy shit, you know?
Right, they're not just buying anything they can find. They're buying
no.
properties that are
Things
worthwhile.
that they think they can make money off of. And if they can make money off of them, they think you're successful, you know?
Yeah, I worked with a girl that had suffered from imposter syndrome. I'm not sure how to exactly phrase it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand what she meant, you know, because I thought she was pretty flippin' amazing. But now it makes sense. I kind of get it.
Yeah, like they're always worried that somebody is gonna call them out for not actually being, you know.
Right.
I heard you turn the Chimera into a
I've worked
giant
so
nest.
many jobs, I feel like, where I know I'm capable to adapt to any job. I just need to know certain, you know, things. And I will know most likely what I need to know. And as long as I can ask people, I think I can successfully learn in a quick amount of time to do the job in a way that they want. And I don't feel like an imposter. I just feel like I'm that extra tool that you didn't know you needed, you know? Like, everybody has different qualities, and I feel like I got the quality of I'm willing to learn. I might not be the fastest learner, but as long as I'm interested, I will
keep at it.
Yeah, like I'll go home and figure some shit out, but I have to be interested in it.
Totally.
I don't know. I think the first time I ever became a manager or a boss, I was like, this isn't me. They don't know what they're doing. Like, somebody's gonna figure out that I'm not actually like a manager. It's really stressful, like all of the time feeling like you have to pretend to be something that you're not when really that is the thing that you are. It's very stressful.
Yeah, I get that.
I had to become an NCO around Marines that probably thought they should have outranked me.
Non-commissioned officer?
Yeah. So that's a C4, E4, I mean, C4. E4.
That's some C4. Very explosive.
But, you know, like I got meritoriously promoted. Accidentally, I guess.
Meritoriously?
Yeah,
what does
so
that
like
mean?
I went
based off of merit.
I went on a board, okay? So now and again, you can go on a board, you know, like each platoon or company or whatever, it just depends what board's there. Select a person to get promoted, and you have uniform inspection, you have a knowledge inspection, you have your PFT scores, and you have your interview, you know?
There's a chest down here if you guys are interested.
I got one.
I've got it. I don't know about D. Wild card is probably just out. Nope. Blue shorten it up.
Is it down over here?
Yep.
It's down. Oh, I just jumped in the water. Damn it.
The cannon
I was
was
trying
easy
to help
enough
you.
to track through the vibranium ley lines beneath the jungle.
But,
Large cannon.
yeah, you do a
Speed
board,
vibrations.
and, I won it
You need to
in
destroy
probably a
the cannon
non-proper
shield
way.
generators first.
And, when I got promoted, I could tell a lot of people didn't want to listen to me or hear anything I have to say, you know?
I feel like that's always the way.
That generator is dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
People are always just like, dude, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. I ain't gonna listen to you.
I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to listen to anybody.
Well,
Not even myself.
But when people do know and people do want to listen to you, it's such a different feeling, you know,
Oh, yeah.
of them.
Oh, my goodness, right.
People who are trying to fight you. And it's like, dude, I'm sorry that this is how it is. You should be happy for me, at least, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a dick.
Right. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. You know what they did? I went to Okinawa, and I brought my meritorious certificate with me because I didn't trust anybody. And if anybody contested that I didn't pick up corporal, I could be like, look here.
Look,
and
yeah.
anyways, yeah, a warrant came in to say that I got promoted to corporal a couple months being in Okinawa, and they thought I was cheating about being a corporal. They thought I was lying, and so I was gonna get all reamed out by the fucking master sergeant and shit. And I was like, they're like, do you got anything to prove that you fucking are, you know? And I went back to my barracks, grabbed my thing, showed it to them, and it was like, okay, good to go. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, it's like, motherfuckers didn't, and they weren't paying me, they weren't doing anything. Like, they hated the fact that I picked up. Like, everybody did.
That's funny.
The guy who won it, he actually got promoted through a score, so the second runner-up was me. And so I got the promotion.
That's funny.
Yeah, people were so pissed. But hey, you know, I thought I was doing good, you know? I mean, the guy was already going to get promoted. They wanted to make sure he got the rank, so they put him in. And they knew his score would just beat all of ours, you know? But if the score changes, because it changes every, like, cycle or whatever, if it did and his score wasn't high enough anymore, it had the meritorious thing route for him. But because he picked up, he got disqualified, and then they went to me.
So this level we're about to start is if you go down, you have to pick a new hero of appropriate strength in order to continue. So if you die, you die.
Can't die.
So don't die, basically.
Okay, don't die.
Right.
No more conversations. Just
Unlike all the other times when we play.
Little less conversation.
When you're trying
little
not
more
to
action.
die. Like, this is another one where we just need to not die.
I want you to click and follow. That's cool. You should get. I'll Photoshop actual Uncle Sam and just put like Steve Rogers' face on it.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah, those are Valentine's cards.
Really?
That I found, and I was like, oh, I could just erase the the Valentine's and put in top 10 gaming.
Yeah, that's cool. Clever.
Right?
Yeah, I've noticed working, that people, they make little memes like that very fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it only takes like 3 minutes at most.
The weird thing is, when I was younger, they always said that was stealing content, so I always refrained from taking other people's stuff.
But grueling mission.
But it
All
seemed
our
like that's
efforts
what
against AIM have
became
led us
popular.
To this point.
Right.
Our best
My
chance of success
philosophy on
would be
it,
to
at least
have
for like
Avengers
the
ready to step in
stream,
should a
is it's
teammate
like
become
we're just promoting
incapacitated.
Marvel. Like we're just promoting them anyway. Like I'm just going to use the content because it all just promotes them, and I'm not claiming that I obviously don't own any of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, maybe when we get like 10,000 followers or something, that might be different, but
How many followers do we have again? What
we
was
were at 37 million, 34 million.
34. Between 34 and 37.
Uploading the
plus or
entrance's
minus
coordinates to your HUD.
12
million.
Yes. Okay.
Plus or minus 12. But the Instagram is definitely taking off. People really like my pop photos.
Nice.
I've gotten almost 30 followers in less than a week.
Oh damn, dude, you're really pumping it out.
Which is pretty good I think, for an Instagram blog on Funko Pops. Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how to get followers and everything like that.
We produce good content.
Wow.
He said what he said.
I was gonna say, you can have good content, but not be promoted.
Right. No, it's true. Like, you got to play the game.
Like, even the podcast that we make, I kind of want to promote it, but I know they have their own promoting team, so it's kind of like...
Yeah.
Because, I feel like even though I'm not in the podcast, the fact that I filmed it and edited and all that other crap makes me go, I want it to succeed.
Really? Not roughly.
Stop moving. Where did you go?
What are you talking about?
I'm killing the bad guys, but I'm killing them from afar because I'm afraid of dying in this level.
I was gonna say, don't die.
We just got to finish killing everybody now. I already got the thing hacked.
Oh,
there's a cargo runner. There's a cargo runner.
I don't know what that means.
It's the guy that has just like a bunch of equipment.
The gold guy.
The gold guy?
Yeah,
Where?
I got him marked. Oh, did he disappear? Oh, nope, he's up here now.
I'm following you guys.
We're coming.
And we're coming. We're coming. All over.
Where'd he go? I think he's
He's over here.
Oh.
He's over here. I got him. I got him. I got him.
Oh, attack him. I don't see any guy around here, but I see you hitting some empty space.
Ouchie.
Is he around anymore?
Yeah, he's right over here.
Yeah, I totally don't see him either.
Yeah, you're the only one who sees him.
Does that mean that nobody gets anything if I kill him?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Because he's dropping stuff. He's throwing shit out. Oh shit, I died. Look at a guy that you guys can't even see kill me. Bunch of BS.
Died.
Do you have the option to come back into the game with a different character, you think?
No.
Because we could just start over. We haven't gotten very far.
Have we not gotten far?
It's letting me choose between spectator modes, but that's it.
Yeah, because you probably don't have anybody else that's high enough level. This may be a full mission if we want to all continue or finish it.
What are you thinking? I don't mind finishing, but at the same time, I don't want you to be bored.
Oh, you guys go ahead.
Well, he's saying we barely started it, so it's going to be a while.
Oh, that's okay. Go until you guys die, and then I'll know what's ahead of me.
Yeah.
Well, but I think there's like 14
Places
floors of fighting.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
Like it's a big mission. Well, that's why I was thinking like this might be a little heavy, like too difficult for us.
For just 2 people?
Well, no, I mean just for like, you know, because you guys only have 1 or 2 characters that could play the mission, whereas I've got 8.
Well, we'll just play it correctly. Like I'm actually trying to play.
What have you been
All
doing
elevators have been
before?
accessed.
What were you doing in the other levels?
Socializing.
It's easy, just don't get shot. That was Grant's comment. It's easy, just don't get shot. Just be perfect. Right, Chris?
Just be perfect.
Just be perfect.
That's, yep.
That was our editing motto at Graveyard Cars.
Just be perfect.
Just be perfect.
I think we can do this.
You guys are actually doing pretty badass.
Yeah,
I mean, oh, your head's in my butt.
Is it now?
Oh,
Ooh,
now
look,
you're going
it
between
is,
my
it
legs.
Ooh, get behind him.
Oh, now this is.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow. I'm a top.
Oh.
Hey, bottom. How you
wow.
doing?
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! 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 We wow!
He's pounding that out.
Wow.
Head for the location on your HUD.
You stay there.
Yeah.
We are not alone.
Alright, I'm just
We
gonna head
shall
for the
prevail.
location. I'm not gonna fight these guys.
Okay, well, you do what you need to do. You know,
Stay alive. Just stay alive.
Yeah, I know.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Stay alive. Speaking of John Travolta.
Oh!
Big rock!
Bad guys.
Big rock!
Open the way!
No. I keep trying to hit it, but then I do the little happy dance.
Go pee-pee dance. You gotta go to the bathroom.
Nice.
We did
okay,
it.
so we only have
Look at
6
us.
floors. We only have 6 floors of this.
6th floor. She's focusing on his abs, so don't worry about it.
These enemies must be defeated.
She's looking at Belch right now.
Nice.
Getting rid of duplicate gear, but like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was playing Natasha in the bikini, I definitely need to check out to make sure all my equipment is up to snuff.
you gotta check out the equipment.
Right?
Oh, I'm down. No, I'm down.
And that's totally a euphemism.
Oh, you for what?
A euphemism? When you
Fine.
say one thing but you mean something different. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
I'm checking out the equipment, but really you're like loving
Checking out the equipment.
their 6-pack. So you're down 2, Chris?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, we're on floor 1.
I thought you guys got the floor too.
No, we just got into the building.
Oh,
That's for security guards.
you guys are doing really well.
Yeah, thanks. By you guys, I'm sure you mean me, right?
No, I mean everybody. Zoidberg loves everybody.
What would the robot do? Oh my god, I love Futurama so much.
Me too.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get out of the way. Alright. Serious Heimdalling.
Right.
Here. This guy. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is going to be tough, I thought.
Oh! You can do it, you're a god.
Yes, I know. I'm glad you recognize my true natural amazingness.
Your godlike powers.
But I don't think... I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want some health. I need a lot of health.
Want somebody help? You're kicking A.
And B,
So wait,
I'm doing a really good job.
If you die because there's nobody to help, do you switch or are you done?
I think he switches.
I don't think so. I think maybe it's just a one-shot deal.
I thought you switched last time you died when we did.
Well, I thought so too, but you guys haven't had the opportunity to switch.
Yeah, but we don't have high characters. We have like one high character because we always play the same character. Usually. And Hulk, if Hulk is about as strong as you, and I know like you got all you guys are hooked up.
Yeah, I probably will just. I should just quit out so we can play something together.
No, I just wanted to see you die. I mean, I'm just kidding.
Wow, D! I didn't realize you were that kind of a person.
I just wanted to see your character die a little bit.
Oh, just a little death.
No, I want to see how far you can make it.
For some apparent reason, my phone's not able to watch this stream.
Ooh.
Well, I've got somebody under the ground. Or something.
Oh, you have to electrocute him. Oh, you have somebody underneath you. You can't see him?
No.
He's shooting a bomb at you.
There's somebody just standing right below you.
Underneath. Yeah, he's right below you with the shield. He's shooting at you. You hit one dude.
All right, can you use the Odin Force or Paul Heimdall?
Yeah, he's like trying to jab at your face. Right there.
No. Wait, no. Oh, balls, missed him.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, we see him on our end.
How funny.
It's cool how all the gear just kind of flew away.
He's right next to the square box below you.
Yeah, right there.
You're looking right at him. Boom.
See, this is where we have teamwork. You're making me dizzy.
I don't know exactly what's happening. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit him.
Yeah, you keep on like hitting close to him, and a yellow circle.
It doesn't seem like you're doing any damage even when you do hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the Quinjet then.
Yeah.
We'll find a better mission.
Oy. I don't know, I liked this one. We just sucked at it.
We can try it again if you want. I'm okay with that.
Alright, let's try it again.
Okay. See if we get past the first floor.
If we can get past the first floor.
We have to work together.
As a team.
No, I'm talking to you.
What? I was working together.
As
I was trying to get your guys' guy.
Okay.
The money guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. And then you died?
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely we need to
minigun.
stick together, and that's all of us to do on all of us for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna.
It is typically me who runs off on their own. But as soon as
Oh.
you said you die once, I was like, oh,
This will be a rewarding but
I'll stick
grueling
close.
mission. All our efforts against AIM have led us to this point. Our best chance for success will be to have Avengers ready to step in should a teammate become incapacitated.
Yeah, so it sounds like you should be able to.
Which guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch Sandman. I was just thinking about it.
I will. I will
Can't
watch
wait
it
for
as soon as
tonight.
we're done streaming. I will throw some.
Upload
We had
in the
pizza last
entrance's
night for dinner,
coordinates
so I'm
to
gonna
your
throw some
HUD.
reheat pizza in the oven and pour myself a little bit of whiskey or bourbon, and then watch Sandman. Although we might finish Resident Evil or try to finish it or get through it. Because although I really, really, really want to watch Sandman, I don't want to like. I'd like to just get finished with this, and you know we only watch one episode a night. We can't. We usually don't binge things too much. Okay, so let's just kind of head for the location we need to go for.
You ever watch The Golden Child?
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
These enemies must be defeated.
the bad guy, the demon.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it.
Nice. Isn't he also the bad guy in Mortal Kombat? Is there a different guy I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of an Asian guy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a white dude who's English, I think. He might be English. I don't know. He looks like somebody from Modesto, California, but I can't tell you what, you know.
Yeah.
If he's English or not, or Scottish or background.
Wait.
But
Who's Heimdalling?
he's
Me.
Okay.
your cousin Noobsy.
See, and now we've got that healing thing on, so you need to be able to. Yeah, like when we get into big
need to
fights,
Heimdall more often.
you need to be more Heimdallish.
Yeah.
Working together.
Like Rama Lama Lama Ding Ding Bing Bong. I don't know.
Working together.
Like diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle.
Exactly.
Working together. Look, we can make a song. We can make songs and sell them online.
No, nobody makes money that way.
Not anymore. I don't know how you do make money online.
Yes. Who's hitting me? What is happening?
I am killing everybody right now. BAM!
Somebody's trying to freeze me.
We'll get with the group, D. Get with the group.
I was with the group.
Were you?
Were you though?
Were you though?
Yes.
You were, but you are not.
Yes. Yes, but from a distance because I'm just trying to
From a
shoot the bad guys.
Well, remember, as your health gets low, drop that Heimdall.
Yeah.
If you have it's drop that high.
This guy kept throwing ice at me.
I think he literally told you just before that happened.
I didn't have the Heimdall. I didn't. It was still used up.
Are you dead?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
dead. We lost our Heimdall lady.
I can change my
Drives
Heimdall to
me-
heal once we get a second.
Okay. Good thing I'm amazing.
Well, and you should not die.
Yeah.
Because every time you hold down your trigger and do trigger
I just
attacks, you
forget to
gain
hold my
health.
trigger.
Well, you need to remember because you're going to be doing considerable more damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But I'm on red.
Go find health.
No, like on the bottom bar is red.
Yeah, it's your
I'm all
intrinsic
green.
energy. So every hero has intrinsic energy. Hulk's
I
is
feel like-
intrinsic rage.
I'm gonna say it's my anger. Ah, feed me, Seymour! Oh, another dude behind us.
Yep.
Don't let him. Ooh, he hit me good. Hit me right in the kisser.
Snowball.
Okay. How are we doing over there? Sounds like old man grunts.
What's happening?
Oh, sounds like old man grunts.
What does?
The gameplay. I hear.
Well, and every time you do a YB, you get a health increase.
Cool.
And I mean, I can pin the guy, and then you can just beat the crap out of him.
We could do that. But then you won't have a hammer.
It's alright, I got fists.
Hulk smash.
The enemies have been defeated.
Alright, good job.
Make sure you get your health.
Bravo, Zulu.
I think we did a good job. What you doing with the dog over there?
Literally just harassing him. He's like, I'm asleep, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, but you're little and you're so cute. Oh, what if you got the scratches?
Where are you at? Are you assembling?
I'm at the elevator.
Oh yeah, you're behind me. I was waiting on you, but I didn't see.
This puppy. Oh, big yawn.
Oh, let me get into my skills.
Big yawn. Oh no, he's upside down.
Okay, I'll be on my skills too.
Oh no. Oh, he's not upside down anymore. Oh, he's upside down. He's realized that I'm messing with him. He's like, Mama, I will bite you. Wait.
Hey, look at you. You're just hanging out there, boxers, healing down.
Presenting.
Oh my god. Presenting.
Present him.
Sugar.
Have you seen the new South Parks?
Nope. Nope.
Stream Wars?
Yeah, the COVIDs were the last ones that I saw.
How often did you throw the shield?
Yeah, the Streaming Wars is a new one.
Nice. I'd love to watch them. It's been a while since I picked up Orgasmo though the other day on DVD. I'm gonna slide it into the cinema studies cabinet
AIM
so that
scientists
they
are
can
fighting AIM
use it
forces.
to study.
They want to
something
defect.
someday.
Help those scientists defeat
It'd be funny
AIM's
if they
forces.
try to remake Orgasmo to make it more superhero-like. Make it more serious.
That would be hilarious.
Dark and DC cinematic.
Yeah, like super serious.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Jay and Silent Bob's reboot?
No, I didn't like any of those movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those movies. But like, reboot, that's what they did with Blunt Man and Chronic. They made it like the DC universe.
It's funny.
And the lady who played Supergirl, she played Chronic. And then Val Kilmer played Blunt Man.
Nice.
And the funny thing was they knew Val Kilmer was around when they were filming, and he's like, I can't do it. I lost my voice. And he's like, it's perfect. You can play Silent Bob's, character who is based off of Batman. So it was like kind of perfect.
Oh,
And
so
then
like
Tommy-
day of shooting, he lost his voice or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no, he was sick. I don't know why he lost his voice, but there's a documentary about him. But he was in the right location during the right time with the right character, and he wasn't able to do it, he thought, because of his voice, but him playing Silent Bob's character, he doesn't need a voice.
Ouch. I got my cookies tossed.
No. What?
Yeah, I can't wait till Clerk 3 comes out.
I liked Mallrats. I think that was the only one of his that I really enjoyed. And then I liked a couple of Dicks.
Yeah.
Or whatever that one was.
Top Out.
Yeah.
Top Out.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one too, but I mean that was more Tracy Morgan that I liked.
Yeah.
Is that the right Tracy name?
Yeah, Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
There's some things you may not know about me. I will fucking get up if he kicks me in the dick. That's so great.
Cheating.
Are you able to make a puppet in Adobe and put it on your like Twitch channel, so instead of seeing you would see your puppet?
Yep.
Didn't Sam do that?
I think he tried to do it. I'm sure he did. He's pretty smart.
Well, I thought, yeah, he had his puppet that he made and made a puppet out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So when he talks, he can play the puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Sending them pickup coordinates so they can evacuate.
Yeah, you use, there's a... I don't remember the name of the technology off the top of my head, but I think it's a predecessor to NDI. And it lets you, like, capture that little screen and send it over to OBS with a transparent background. And so you just have that on with the camera on you, and then that's your character, your camera, quote unquote, camera view.
Yeah. One of these days I want to possibly try to learn how to stream, but I haven't got there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get you there someday.
Yeah, it's just so much things that I learn and do that it's just like...
Power core.
It's just another thing to start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you 100% on that. I've been creating I'm just going to head for the end point.
Okay.
I've been creating training documents because we've got student worker jobs for streaming now.
Nice.
And I need them to be able to kind of self-start.
I'll get you past security.
Yeah. You know, it's like I
That's
can't...
actually really smart.
I don't feel like I can expect them to know anything. You know, like if I was hiring a job for a streamer like in the real world, I would expect them to know how to stream, but not as a student job.
Yeah.
But it takes time and effort and energy and organization and...
Like any computer job.
Yep. But I got one of the guys, Cole, that was streaming for us last year. Will be coming back this year streaming, which will be great. And then I got one more position open I'm trying to fill with
Destroy
a musician.
all the power core.
I want somebody in there writing music on stream.
Yeah, I get you. Do you ever watch Timberland's channel?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he
on
has
Twitch?
his channel. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And, oh, did I die?
Yep.
Oh, how did I die?
You're being social and not playing, I guess.
I was throwing rocks at people from a distance.
Somebody probably came behind you.
But I swear I was... Maybe someone shot me from the side or something. Yeah, but Timberland has one where he listens to beats and you can submit your beats into his and, you know, like he'll make some stuff on the fly, kind of just chilling in the studio, you know?
Totally, yeah, I watch Deadmau 5. He's got a
DJ
Twitch. We play that during like our audio production classes, if he's doing it at the same time. You know, so they can just watch and
study a little bit.
Yeah. Just watch them, you know, just be like, this is how people do it. Like, well, now I follow a couple of other streamers. I follow this one girl, Joe Plays Violin, and she's fantastic.
I would watch somebody play the heck out of a violin.
And she does like loops and stuff, you know, so she'll like be like, oh, I'm gonna do, you know, the song from Final Fantasy, or, you know, she does a lot of video game music, and so she'll like keyboard out like the first little bit and then loop it and then do a little singing bit and then loop it and then play the guitar a little bit and loop that and basically create the song on stream with loops. And it's really cool. She does a really good job.
That actually sounds really cool.
And I watch her like every week when I can.
I would watch the heck out of that. You should send me a link.
Joe Plays Violin. Just search it.
I will.
I've always connected with the ICP one, ICP network. But they've been on break because gatherings happening right now.
Oh, nice.
So Mix-a-Lot was there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next thing I want to do for streaming is I've been doing like 18, 20-mile bike rides recently just around town and around the bike paths and stuff. But I really want to like stream that. And, you know, and I want to like just get like the camera on the front of my bike, you know, so it's not on me. It's just seeing nature, like first-person perspective.
That's actually really cool. I would
you know,
watch
and then get like a good microphone. Figure out how to get audio without like the wind noise. Yeah. And I mean, ideally, I'd love to, you know, if it was a perfect world, do binaural microphone. Which is where the binaural. It's where the microphone sits on your ears. You have one microphone basically sitting on each ear. And so you get like true to life stereo. Yeah. And so that way you're just like really being able to experience what it's like, you know, biking down by the river. Or this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, it was a cool punch though. Oh, you're trying to pull it and hit it at the same time? Yeah. I'm sorry.
You suck.
I'm thinking if Dee didn't die so fast, I would have survived longer.
Sure. Yeah, you can blame her.
I will.
That's worth doing. Well, and I think it's actually probably about time to call it a day.
It's already 5 to 40.
Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything a while ago. I thought we're kicking ass.
Yeah. I just got my Urs handed to me, so.
Yeah, I saw him. He jumped on your back.
So I guess we'll just probably call it a day here then, guys. So, Chris, D, thanks for coming, although I see she's not there at the moment.
Oh, wait.
She'll be back.
Say goodbye.
Yep. Thank you everybody for watching. It's always appreciated. I love to see everybody and hear from people. We got RoU1RL. Thanks for coming. Level 52 Grant, of course. Grant, thanks. I always appreciate seeing you around. Lizzie Beth, Erica Finber, Amanda Roots.
Thank you for all the lurkers.
Suka Masala, a Service Stop, 420-foot CO1, and OAX2, which I think you guys are probably bots, but if you're not, I'm sorry, and you should follow.
It could be AI. AI is actually getting a hold of us and know that we're probably very entertaining.
They're like copying what we're doing so that
they're like, how do we seem more human?
Better
Watch
people,
these jackasses.
Better people can do it. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you everybody for following. Thank you everybody for chatting, especially chatting. It's nice to see and talk to people. And Stranger Danger, rock on. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for subscribing.
Yep, Denise and Doobie, yes, thank you. BatDad1313, thank you. You guys were our last three.
1313, thank you.
Last three, so thanks guys, and we will catch you maybe tomorrow, but definitely next Saturday at 2 with the same crew.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
Peace.
Maybe. Bye.